take it back, take it back, take it back, take it back, slide, 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 you finna go live, slide, you finna go live, slide, you finna go live, slide. I like you got some skate, skate, so skate, so skate. I like you got on some 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 skate. Start for the jet, let's go. Pull off with you, sliding, riding, there, moving with you, dropping with you. Time about the green light, let's go.
What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? This is another great episode of Canes Talk Live, episode 178-12. What's up with you, man? Let me know everything that's good, sounds good. LMG has already put it in the chat. Talk to me.
Sounds great. Sounds great. Hey, 178. That's a huge number, coach. These things rolling like the gravy train, cuz.
Trying to tell you, we probably got more than that. That's just when I started counting. So I don't think I even counted the first year. So we're probably somewhere around the 250-ish, somewhere in there. But anyway, we rocking and rolling, man. LMV gave me the thumbs up. Before we do that, let a couple more people pile on in here, man, and get it rocking and rolling. Let me give some love to some of the members. First of all, I got to give love to her. Look at it. Comes up a member for 4 months.
Congratulations, LNV. From the beginning, though, too. She only been a member for 4 months, but she been...
Yes, sir.
I think Ellen been with us for a long time. She's been a member for 4 months. She's been rocking with us almost from the very beginning. So shout out to LNV. She changed.
Like from the very beginning. Maybe she was a week late to the show. Maybe.
Hey, listen. She done reinvented herself because she had another name before she changed to LNV. You know, we had to go to the throwback. She had another name, and now she switched to
Haitian Ellen, Palais Creole.
Haitian Ellen, and then she switched it to LNV. So she go way back with the red and black lumberjack with the flag to match. With the flag to match, sac passe. With the flag to match. You like that one, huh? With the flag to match. Shout out to all my...
She need free subscription. Be honest, if I knew how to do it, I would definitely give it to her. That ain't never been no issue.
No.
If I knew how to make it happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, let me read off some of these, man. We got Juice in the building. What's up? What he says? Kane Pop. Oh gosh, we're gonna definitely get into that. El Rico, another member. Finally, Alabama can stay out of our backyard. We're gonna definitely get into that. That's breaking news. Shauna Boo in the building. What's up with you? How you doing? Hopefully you at work and you just listening to us, and we can help you spend some time while you at the JOB hanging out with ME and V12. Dang, 12, your name didn't rhyme with it. So anyway, let me see here. IMAX in the building. Courtney Joe, aka Google Man. Anyway, let me see who else I got. Shad in here. What's going on? Talking about Coach always late. Actually, I was waiting for my dog to do hair and makeup, dog. Tell the truth.
Hey, shout out to Thomas Amble. Miami is never coming back. Boy, I had to laugh at that. The way how. Hey Thomas, I don't know if you're probably a cynical Kane fan like us, but I'm feeling some kind of way right now. But we'll talk about it. Thomas.
I definitely want to hear what your team. I want to hear your team is, Thomas. If it ain't Miami, you better have some real. You better have a real deal. But anyway, don't be talking about no doggone Washington fan. I don't want to hear that. But anyway, let me get through a couple more. Pilo, come on, man. Coach on the phone with Saban. Yeah, he had called me to see if he wanted to come on the show and announce that he was going to retire. So we working on some details. You know what I mean? For some reason. Look what she did. She went back. She went back to the original. Let me see here. Lawrence Barber in the building, man. Canes basketball. I'm not a basketball fan. So, hey, shout out to the Canes. Bro, I still thought LeBron was with the Heat, dog. So I can't tell you. I have no idea. And if I missed anybody, I apologize. Lawrence Barber in the building says, love y'all. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. And Myrick the U. Coach, what's up, baby? All right.
Hey, before you, I know we know it's a football show, but you said something that piqued my interest right there. You spoke about the Heat. Shout out
Mhm.
to Eric Spoelstra.
Yeah,
The Heat essentially made him a coach for essentially for I guess for life in a sense. 10 years, $120 million. Shout out to one of the best organizations in the NBA or in sports, the Miami Heat, the Arisons and Pat Riley and Zoe, Alonzo Mourning. Hey, what you think? Does he deserve that coach? Is that well earned? What you think?
bro. He been there that long. He been winning with them. They trust him. He's got a great relationship, of course, with the community. I mean, he worked his way up the ranks. So, hey, I'm all for it, man. Listen, I really am. I'm all for it. I can't really speak in depth about it,
Right.
but from my understanding, talking to you and talking to Actor Man E, and everything else, hey, man, I totally hear. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Matter of fact, me and E went to the first parade when Wade won it. I got a picture
Exactly.
holding up the newspaper, man.
Yeah. And the fun fact, and I don't know if this is mere coincidence or not, coach, but they say the Heat waited until his divorce was finalized, Spoelstra's divorce was finalized to offer the $120 million deal.
And that's why it's a good organization, huh?
And that's why
God,
they got your back. Hey, he waited
they
until
got
after
your back.
they got your back. So shout out to Eric Spoelstra and the Miami Heat. Always. Hey, we go back to Ronnie Cycli. Talk to him, coach.
The
Ronnie
spin
Cycli.
doctor, man. Hey, last
Hey,
time I've been to a Heat game was 1989 when we was in middle school, and they took all of us over there to the Miami Arena.
Miami Arena. And they had,
You
and they
remember
had
that?
remember when it was an all-star game, remember? And they had the
All-Star game.
bobbleheads. They had the bobbleheads. Nobody wanted Dominique Wilkins. Everybody wanted Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. We were trying to trade those bobbleheads. Remember
But
that?
guess what? Yeah, but guess the one I ended up. Shout out to Shad. I ended up with the Gerald Wilkins, his brother, that played for the Knicks. I ended up with Gerald Wilkins. And y'all know I ain't no basketball fan like that. And if I can remember Gerald Wilkins that played for the Knicks, that gonna tell you right there, hey, I was like, I thought that was just a fake Dominique. I thought they had spelled the name wrong.
No, I get it, man. But no, it's all good. I just want to get that shout out to Eric Spoelstra though, for sure. But let's go. We could talk. Let's talk these Canes and let's talk football.
Yeah, let's get it in. One more time. Joe Mo's on here for been a member for 4 months as well. Hate to have to go back to work next week. Going to be hard to catch you guys live. Well, guess what, man? I'm not sure what you do, but hey, make sure you catch us live. Hashtag rewatch squad. Shout out to the wholesome one for that.
Hey, listen, I know. One thing we know about. Hey, listen, Joe seemed like he a techie guy. Joe, go ahead and put it on your Apple Watch, man. You know what I mean? Hey, they can't time you when you go to the bathroom, man. So, you may not just put your Apple Watch on and be like, look, I got to go. I done ate some bad leftovers the other day. I'm still eating Thanksgiving food. Joe Mose, tell them you got to go and watch.
Hey, tell them every Wednesday.
My
stomach hurt. My stomach hurt every Wednesday, and be enough till your legs go numb. But anyway, shout out to Ray right here. She said, "Okay, I don't know anything about Miami by coach. Well, that's why you here, so you can learn, huh?
Thank you, Ray.
The greatest football program, not team, program of all time, Ray. See, that's the problem. We want to learn about things we think we already know. How about let's learn about stuff we don't know. So come on, Ray, come on back. Don't act like that. Go on there, cook you some chicken wings, and let's make it happen. Anyway, let's get into this breaking news before we get into this. We're already 9 minutes into this deal. Nick Saban, the GOAT, greatest of all time, in my opinion, of college football, decides to retire. I said that he would retire this year if he won the Natty, that he would retire. I think he's fed up to here with it, in the sense of I'm tired of all of the stuff that's going on, and it's becoming a young man's game. It really is. I think the older school philosophy, he has changed. He always said this: if you don't adapt, you die. But this may be too much adaptation for him, in that sense, and regardless of what's going on, right? I think he's getting that feeling of NFL. That's why I think he personally didn't do well in NFL, not because of X's and O's, but because of Jimmy's and Joe's, because you don't have control of those guys. They're grown men in the NFL. I remember that article came out way back. He had some dude out there crying. He ripped him so bad. I always talk about this story. Dante Culpepper used to call him Little Nick and all that stuff, just being disrespectful. And the players in the league have more power than the coaches, unless you do become a guy kind of like a Bill Belichick at their height. But there's very few of those guys around. So I say all that to say this. I think he saw the writing on the wall. And one thing I can always say about Nick Saban, he is he's very forward thinking. He sees a lot of things before it happens, and he can kind of see the writing on the wall. So, what's your take on it, 12, when you heard the news?
It was a little shocking because he still has a team that can contend for a national championship next year. I mean, they bring a lot of people back. They bring their starting quarterbacks coming back, and this was the year that they weren't expected to even be where they are because they lost early, and they were struggling in the beginning of the year. I just think that it's a grind. I think he's 72 years old. He's pretty much accomplished everything he needs to accomplish for the most part. I mean, he
Right.
has multiple natties. I mean, he has multiple SEC championship. He has multiple players in the league, from quarterbacks to linebackers to running backs to O line. I mean, everything's pretty much Alabama stamped, and it's time for him to retire. I mean, it's a grind. You've been there, and he's been there over 15 years. What was the how many years? 17 years, I
Somewhere
believe.
around there, yeah.
Yeah,
Somewhere
17.
very
I think
oh
17.
06, I believe he got there.
Yeah, sure. 17 years for Saban. And listen, all good things must come to an end. And look, we know that he loves to fish. We know, I think he has a boat off the coast of, I think it's in Key West. We has all these guys on the boat, Belichick. So as a matter of fact, him and his buddy Belichick probably gonna go fishing because Belichick probably be out of a job for a little while. I think he may
Next week.
not be next week probably, and they'll get a chance to go fishing and hang out in Key West. And Jimmy Johnson, all those guys are cool. They all hang out together and things of that nature. So it's his time. I mean, and do it while you're young. While you're younger, with respect to, he's active. He doesn't
From
seem
a
to have
health
any,
standpoint, yeah.
yeah, health perspective. You want to be able to enjoy that money sometime. I mean, he's the king. He's the king of Alabama. Would never have to buy a meal or buy a drink at Alabama ever. So he should be good. Now, I'm not. It's his time. He'll go down in one of the greatest coaches to ever play coach this game, and definitely in Alabama history, Ring of Honor, Hall of Fame.
And I'll say this: he may be one of the few guys who was great at their deal and decided to get out early. Right? We see a lot of guys who stay too long, and I don't want to say it tarnishes their accomplishments, but it's kind of that downhill, right? When you looked at Michael Jordan when he came back at the Wizards, it wasn't the same, right? When you saw Mike Tyson trying to get back in the ring after he went to jail, so I think he took this one hit and was like, you know what? And now with a 12 team, it's going to be even harder. It's not about ranking. You got to play your schedule to get in the 12, and you got to beat two other teams in order to make it happen. So I totally get where he's coming from, and I totally understand. And like I say, he may come do some, commentating, maybe on big games, game of the week, or get on part of the game day, Home Depot game day, or whatever it is. But I think
Yeah,
he'll be out.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
he's probably done coaching for now. You just never know. Some guys like that, coach. You know this. They may take some time and try to go to another place where it may be a challenge for them to rebuild that team. So I think he'll still be active in football, maybe an analyst, maybe a consultant. I don't think he's going to be home reading books.
Well, I said this before. And I said this when I talked about it. I don't want to bring this up, but I have to because it's just funny to me. There were a lot of names out here because we know that Prime is searching for a DC, and people brought up Bill Belichick and all these people. And I said, hey, Nick Saban should retire and then go be the DC at Colorado. Maybe that's still on the table. I don't know.
I'll one up you, coach. Maybe Nick
Go
Saban
Buffs.
retires. Maybe Nick Saban retires, and he refers Dion for the position as his successor. Aflac, the boys cool. The goat, and the duck.
Well, let's say this before we push on to our guest of honor for today. Real quick, what's your short list? First names that come to mind that you think that will replace him. We'll probably do a show tomorrow or something like that and talk about this kind of special show. But just real quick, what's your short list of who you think who could replace him? Just off the top of your head, with no research.
It's tough now, but I okay. Off research, nothing attached to it, nothing like.
No, just like
okay. So
he retired.
yeah, like
who you think you take it? Yeah,
Sarkeesian, or what's the Lanning? Is it Lanning out in Oregon?
Oregon.
Yeah, Lanning, Sarkeesian, and Kiffin, and Lane. How about you?
Yeah, I'll say this. There's two names that popped up automatically. I didn't think Sarkisian. I didn't think Sarkisian. Lane Kiffin and Dabo Swinney were the two names that
Dabo.
immediately
Yep,
popped up in my head. There's
that's a
been
good one.
talks about Dabo when he was running real hard there at Clemson. I don't know if he's still a viable candidate, kind of way it's looking. I know he played there, went there, and everything else. And then again, Lane Kiffin, but I don't know how Lane Kiffin's relationship with Alabama was left. That's a difference. You got to make sure you understand that. Yeah, we know he had a rocky road with Saban in a sense, but guess what? They worked well together. They won natties together. However, I don't know how Lane Kiffin, how he left the Alabama Lane Kiffin relationship, not Nick Saban relationship, but Lane Kiffin and so forth. But and so I don't know. We'll definitely see. We'll definitely see, man. But yeah, we're gonna open up the phone lines here in a little bit, but we want to talk about our guest of honor tonight, which people say they've been waiting for this. And I want to talk South Coast Kane. What's up, man? You ever got a gift, 12, and you don't want to seem ungrateful? Remember when you were a kid and you knew when you picked that box up and you shook it, you knew it was old stinking sweater from your aunt. You didn't want to be ungrateful. But I wanted toys. I want toys, 12. I want Transformers, the robots, that is. I want G.I. Joes with the Kung Fu grip. I want, stuff that you see in boxes. You knew that rectangular box was always a shirt or a sweater. So I don't want to sound ungrateful, but I do want to ask the question. REESE Poffenbarger, University of Albany quarterback who led the FCS in passing yards, has now, I guess they committed or maybe even signed, transferred to Miami. When you first heard that, what was the first thought? I want to know the first thing popped in your mind.
The first thing that popped in my mind was, who is that? Who is that? No, honestly, who is that?
I said the same thing because I'm not big in diving deep into the recruiting world and all of that stuff. I'm not huge in that aspect of I'm going to search this and search that. And I don't get into it because that is a rabbit hole that you will never come to the end of. However, when I heard this name, I said, REESE Poffenbarger. Who in the is that? In my Cat Williams voice. Do you not understand the definitions of these words? And that's why I had to put him on the thumbnail. Shout out to him. He was repping the U. I don't know if you saw it on the thumbnail. I don't know what to think. I'll say this. I watched my man Steve-O. Go shout out to Steve-O. He broke down his tape. And if Steve-O like him, I like him. That's all I'm gonna say. I watched the film. But I got certain feelings about this. 12, go ahead real quick, and then I'm a little feeling a certain way, dog.
Yeah, I don't, for me, and I'm not saying he can't be good, he can't be a stud. All of those things I'm not saying he won't be. But they say, by golly, Miss Molly, we go from Cam Ward, Howard, to REESE Poffenbarger. And for me, that didn't invoke any enthusiasm for me as a Canes fan. From a quarterback room perspective, it gives us another arm, gives us another body, gives us another backup or potentially starter. I don't know when he gets there. But here's what I want to highlight. And I want to test the true Canes fan, because any other, in my opinion, big time school, Power 5 school, most of their fans would have. You saw the NFL draft when they call a person's name who they don't like and everybody boos and the commissioner
Right.
can't even get. it probably would have been a collective boo from all of UM fans. I just want to give you this type, not to say, I mean, he plays football, but I want to give you his resume a little bit, and you may touch on it, Coach.
All right, before you do that, I just want to say quick $25 thank you on Cash App. I'm just going to say F. Lee. I'm not going to give out the entire name on Cash App. Thank you, F. Lee, for that $25 on Cash App. So I just want to say that to you. Thank you so much for that. And as well as to CW here for the $2. He says, Leaping Lanny Poffenbarger. Nice job, Mario /9. Oh, let's see. I don't know how CW call himself a Miami fan, but as much slander and defamation he brings out. But go ahead, give us his resume and then talk to him.
If I'm not mistaken, he's a 3-star recruit. He was initially this is going to be his third team, and he's going to be a redshirt junior. So I think he's a 3-star recruit. He's from Maryland, went to Old Dominion, which is suspect
Virginia
conference, Virginia. Then went on to play at Albany, where he quote unquote lit it up, and now he's on the way to the U. To me, that's an unimpressive resume in my eyes. Other transfer portal quarterbacks, I get it. Michael Penix played at Indiana, Power 5. Joe Burrow played at Ohio State, so on and so forth. But I'm not so sold on this move. I know he has some mobility. He can move a little bit. Has a decent arm, but this is not the splash that we were looking for in the offseason for the Miami Hurricanes.
And I want to say this because y'all know I don't never talk bad about players or even I'll challenge coaches, but I ain't call nobody trash. But that's kind of what I was trying to say with the sweater versus the G.I. Joe. It's a bunch of, you see the gift wrapping. Oh, man, look at all those toys. And you get to that dang rectangular box. I think it was like somebody pulled a rug from up under us in the sense of, see, and that's why I tell people about it. Cam Ward, Rick Ross out there, the biggest boss there, Prime 112. Will Howard, REESE Poffenbarger. I hope the young man does well. I really do. But I don't know. Here's where my question lies, 12. And I know people will be like, man, God, Lee, Hayes, you hating. No, I'm managing my expectations. That's what I'm doing. Because here's why I say that. Here's why I say I'm managing my expectations. Because here's what people are going to do. And I've gotten out of this business of trying to change people's minds. I'm managing mine now. I'm not managing the fan base. They do what they want to do. You go slap yourself on the side of a goalpost at the Hex Center for all I care at this point. What I'm looking at for the Miami Hurricanes, and I'm not saying Cam would have worked out or Will Howard would have worked out, but the likelihood is better. We have a lot of talent. We got a lot of good talent, got a lot of young talent. Now, here's where my question truly comes. 12. Is this guy, if he was brought in behind the Cams or the Will Howards, I'm like, makes sense. If he's brought here to compete with Emory Williams, Ja'Cory Brown, and himself, somebody's going to leave. You know why? Because they all got about the same amount of time left on the table. It's not like, you know what I mean? So they all got the same amount of time and they all want to play. So now we're going into the spring game with a 3-way quarterback competition. Is that what we're doing? Because I don't think they say they don't make promises. I get it. But we're going to go into the spring game with a 3-way competition at quarterback. Is that what we're doing? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm flabbergasted, dog. I'm flabbergasted.
This one is one I didn't see coming, and then the way how they're promoting it, like
pause.
Right. The way how they're promoting this thing, it's almost like we got the third best quarterback in the QB portal, which we know that's not the case. That's just as bad as Washington telling us that number 7 was 100% in a national championship game.
I know, right? I don't know how to feel about this. And again, I'm gonna give Steve-O his credit. They say because Steve-O's into that stuff. So shout out to Steve-O. Make sure y'all let him know Coach talking good about him. But shout out to Steve-O. He's really into it. So he said, hey, he was the one that was kind of looking for Poffenbarger. I want to make sure I'm saying it right. I don't like to screw up people's name. So he makes sure he said that he wanted Poffenbarger. I watched his video. He talked about the strength of his arm. May not be there, but a lot of anticipated throws. He throws a good ball. I think he's 6 foot 210, somewhere in there. Yeah, people keep telling he could dunk a basketball. Okay. What I gotta do with throw on one? I need somebody to throw one. But anyhow, I don't really know how I feel about this 12. I don't know, because here's what I will say to the fan base. Emory Williams. But he got hurt, unfortunately. I get it. I've been watching. I've been following Twitter. Poffenbarger's the best thing, man. The Sun Sentinel put a report in the other day that said a prolific passer. Prolific. I don't know how to take it, bro. I'm not energetic because I don't know how to consume this information.
Well, the only thing that give me some comfort is that they're not naming him the starting quarterback off the rip. So it'll be great for them to have this quarterback competition. Because let's be fair, if he comes in and beats out those two gentlemen, then it's his job. And we have to, in a sense, trust what the coaches have seen in him and go from there. So we're not saying he's the day one starter. So let's see what happens. Let's see if he goes in. Let's see how he performs, big time defense. We'll see what happens.
And we can't forget Judd Anderson, incoming freshman.
Yep, Judd Anderson.
We can't forget Judd Anderson.
Correct.
I really don't know how to take this. We're already 28 minutes in. Why we just can't get a quarterback, man? Why was that so hard for the Canes? We do great recruiting. We do this. And again, I'm not saying that to say that these guys are bad. I'm just saying. And then when we get a guy, as a fan base, we crap on him. And this is why I said I wasn't going to do this, but it's just in my heart, my coaching heart. Ease your expectations, Canes fans. Because guess what? Y'all, boy, he this. And if it doesn't turn out the way you want, he sucks. But it has to be something about him that Coach Cristobal and the staff saw that they really like. And so it is in Mario we trust. It just, I think it wasn't what we were expecting to come down the pike. We got, I can't say that out loud. I was going to say we was expecting, you only live once. We was expecting, Cam Ward or Will Howard or hell, the kid from Tulane or whatever the case may be. We opened the box, dog. And like your mic, we got a Timu mic. That's how I look at it. That's just how I feel. Am I right or wrong? Does that kind of make sense?
Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely right. But guess what? It works. And so let's hopefully, at least the Timu, we know the Timu works. So hopefully he works. That's the hope. See, when you get it and you test it, bless you. Then you go from there. So let's see what he has. He's there for a reason. We'll see how they do. Let them compete. From what I understand, the tape he's a mobile quarter. He can move around a little bit, make some plays with his legs. I mean, his frame is not as big as Ja'Cory, yeah, or Emery, right? So he's probably one of the smaller QBs. Let's see, he may be in the realm maybe of Derrick King size, a little bit bigger than Derrick King. So let's see what happens. Yeah, let's see what happens.
I think it's not him. It's not him as much as what I thought our taste buds were ready for. Right? I think that's the thing. It's not a knock on the young man more than I think what the fan base, what all the glitz and glamour was about. You get where I'm coming from? I'm not saying that he won't be a great quarterback. I'm not saying he won't be a good quarterback. I'm not saying any of these things. I think the expectation I think our expectations got kind of a little bit.
So can I ask a question, Coach?
Sure.
As he's in the transfer portal, would you be upset if you were him that he didn't get a chance to go to Prime 112 Steakhouse or Joe's Steakhouse and meet Rick Ross as well? He just got no fanfare. Just come on. You don't get treated to go see Ricky Rose. You don't go on and have a couple cocktails on South Beach. That should tell you how they feel about you right there.
I'm gonna just say this. Can't Ward go to the NFL. If I'm the Miami Hurricanes, I'm sitting this behind an invoice.
Definitely send him an invoice.
I'm sending him an invoice.
And if I'm Rick Ross, I'm blocking him from Instagram.
I'm making a diss track.
Easy.
Man, Ross was probably already in the restaurant, dog. He probably was already in there.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Anyway, Artavius, the real spiel for the $2. Hey, Coach, I bet the running back Riley hot for Alabama. So that's Kevin Riley, who was committed to Miami, flipped on signing day, right? He's from Alabama, but he flipped on signing day to Alabama, and we actually beat him out for his commitment. Beat out Alabama, for his commitment. But on signing day, he flipped. But we also flipped the running back, Jordan Lyle from St. Thomas Aquinas, who was going to Ohio State, just like we did Mark Fletcher the previous year. And so I think Kevin Riley was probably like, hey, if y'all going to have him, I'm going to go over here. Here's what I'll say. I think, and I'm going to go back to the Alabama thing for a second, and I'll open up the phone lines here. Because the head coach leaves, it opens a 30-day window for these young men to jump in the portal. I think that's what I read correctly. I'm not 100% certain on this rule, but I think I read that properly. So they have 30 days to jump in here. And you got guys that's committed, decommitting, and that's the hard part about coaching, dog. You literally just had a young man. I did his film. It just got to be edited. They just had a running back, right? Right now, Daniel Hill. Daniel Hill is a 6 foot, 230-pound running back from Mississippi. Bro, the dude on his tape is throwing touchdowns. He's 230 pounds, playing wide receiver. All of this stuff. Committed to Alabama on January 6th. 4 days ago, dog. He didn't commit. He did not commit on the 20th of December like everybody else. He just committed on January 6th. That's the business part of it. And I'm not blaming Nick Saban. I'm just talking about timing and how these kids put trust in. Here's where I want to go and blah, blah, blah. And they got to stay hush, hush. It's tough, man. But anyway, Trev, anything you want to say before I open this up? Thank you, Octavius, for the $2, man.
No, we can open what phone lines?
All right, let's do it. First one in the line, 1278. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
What's up, Coach?
What's going
Duval
on?
County.
What's going on, Duval? Talk to me, man.
12, what's going on, man?
What's going on, Duval?
There it is. Oh.
How y'all gentlemen doing tonight?
We good, man. What's your thoughts on REESE Poffenbarger from the University of Albany?
Man, I'm like Michael Irvin when he asked, hey, what's the receiver name who left there a couple years ago when it was down between us and West Virginia. He was trying to make a decision. He was like, man, is that even the decision when you got picked between Miami and West Virginia? Really? Is that even the decision? Come on, man. Listen, man, let's get down to it, man.
All right.
Once again, Your $8 million coach dropped the ball, man. Like you said, Coach, you don't even know how to even take this, man. You know what I mean? It's a disaster, man. You know, it's a disaster, man. You know what else? How can you say it's a disaster, man?
Mm.
You know, Ja'Cory's the best thing on the field right about now. You know what I mean? I go back to Mario was on the Joe Rogan show some months ago.
Okay.
And Joe Rogan asked him, he said, Mario, you know, I asked you about your coaches. He said, how do you go about, you know, raising your coaches and whatever? And Mario told him, he said, you know, nowadays, Joe, you know, coaches got to be able to recruit, coach, and develop. Well, damn, Mario, you need to go back and take a look at your own self because you damn sure can't coach and you can't develop. Only thing you can do is damn recruit.
Damn.
Because you damn sure can't coach. And you damn sure can't develop.
But he damn sure can recruit.
You see what I'm saying?
Except for quarterback. Yeah,
Only thing he can do is recruit. He damn sure can't coach. You damn sure don't know how to call no damn timeout. You know how to take no damn knee during the damn game.
Mm. Oh, tough. I said this a long time ago, 12. What happens? What happens when the city turns? Hold on. What happens when the city turns on the prodigal son? Didn't I say that? I said that when it first happened.
You know
what happens?
Ever since this guy has been to Miami, he has been holding this program hostage since day one. Man, think about it. Since he's been there, he has dropped the bag with hiring coaches. He has dropped the bag with bringing in the right play. The right coaches, the players on the transfer reporter. How do you let a damn player hold you hostage by signing? The most important player on the field. How do you allow that to happen? It is nobody's fault but Mario, the $8 million a year man. How do you allow that to happen?
I don't know, brother. I can say this. I appreciate it though, all the way from Duval. I get it, man. Let me go to get to this deal because we got quite a few piling up in here, man. But I hear you. Again, I'm a little speechless just because, you know, my taste buds were here. I was ready for that. I was ready for the Hawaiian ribeye at Houston's, and I ended up with a McChicken with cheese. That's how I feel.
One more thing, Coach. One more thing, and I get off the air. With all the turmoil going on in Gainesville, right? With G5 building. Now here's the thing about it. Billy Becker's against the wall in Gainesville.
It is.
If Mario go into Gainesville and let Billy beat him, that's going to be the worst loss in Miami history. Think about that for a minute. Because Billy Becker's against the wall. That's a must-win for Miami, that first game of the season. That's a must-win, Coach. That's a must-win for Mario. This is the biggest game in Mario Cristobal history.
Gotcha.
That's a must-win for Miami.
Gotcha.
Think about that for a minute.
Gotcha.
I don't care how he win that game or what quarterback he got to steal from somebody else's roster to win that game. But he better find a quarterback for that first game because I'm telling you, Billy's going to do whatever he got to do to win that game because if Billy win that game, that's going to buy him another year in Gainesville because his back is against the wall.
I don't know about that, but I appreciate it, man. Thank you, Duval. Let me get on because it's backing up in here, man. I-95 traffic. Appreciate you.
All right, then.
All right, thank you, man. All right, real quick. Hey, one thing I love about y'all, when y'all hear this right here, I'll let you go, and I'll be like, all right, well, I got one more thing. Let's see what else happened. Watch this. I know who this is right here. This boy been around since 1983. Talk to me. Who is it? That's my dog. Get down.
Get down, Brian Hurricane since 1983, all the way from the big city of Quincy, Florida. On the bottom, holding up the top. Coach 12, what's up, man?
What's up? What's up? What's
Good,
up?
baby. What's up with you, man? Hey, I
you been getting
apologize.
down?
I missed
Oh, yeah. Hey, man, y'all had it swinging. Uncle E. Brown, he held it down for the Browns. So, man, listen. Hey, whenever we get plugged in again, we're going to be ready to go. But, man, I ain't gonna waste none of my 2 minutes when you drop that.
Or you get one of these.
I want to welcome this kid. I want to welcome Reese. And I ain't talking about Reese's Pieces. I want to welcome Reese, man.
I was waiting for that.
36 touchdowns to 13 picks. And I'm going to be honest with you, Coach. The first time I ain't watched no game film, the numbers don't lie. For instance, Coach, you number one in Hurricane Football Podcast.
Thank you, man.
So that ain't no substitute. Now, let me shift to this kid. 36 touchdowns made me think about when Dan Marino was playing with the Dolphins. He had Mark, Clayton, Mark Duper, and Clayton. He threw 36 touchdowns every year to those guys. So this kid, I'm embracing. We got a three-head monster. The caller that just called from Duval, I don't know who he is, but I want him to meet us in Gainesville, man, because that is make or break for us, man, with this coach that we got. But getting back to this kid, the reason why I heard you pose the question, why we couldn't get a Cam Ward or Howard, because kids look at offensive scheme and offensive coaching. They want to go where it's exciting at. They want to go where it look like when the guy come with the vacuum cleaner, he ain't got the mustard shirt on, but he can tell you everything about that vacuum cleaner. Number one, how to plug it up. Number two, how to turn it on. And number three, how to suck it up. So I'm going to tell you what got to happen at Miami to get all the guys that's going to the NFL early or to get all the guys going into the portal that everybody think they really want. We got to win games. We got to stop pissing away and giving away and being out coach, out scheme, going on a bye week and then saying bye-bye. As an offensive head coach, like my man just said, as an offensive coordinator, our coaches got to hold up this. It ain't the kids we getting. And I said it the last time I called. He might need to go from head coach to the number one recruit coordinator in the country and give somebody else that. Because I think it's too big. Quarterback room look good. Competition make everybody better, man. With the three that we got in the room, they got to coach them up, give everybody the same playbook, and let the people make the choice and look at the spring game, and then they make the choice from the spring game going into August the 1st before we go to Gainesville, August 31st. I already got my room. I'm staying down there, right down there at Celebration Point because I plan on celebrating in Gainesville and changing the name from Gainesville to Gainesville. So that's where we'll get down at.
I love it. Get down, man. As always. You're more than welcome, baby. We're going to have a good time. I already got my room, too. It's in the north end zone. But that's where we're going to be at. I'm staying in the team hotel, which is in the north end zone, because that's where all the boys going to be because we scoring so many touchdowns. How about that?
So many touchdowns. And you know how being you do it on game day. So you got to get with us for that one, baby. Hey, that's our Super Bowl. That's our everything. Either I'm going to fall in love with Mario that night, or I'm going to fall out of love with Mario that night. I got to be 1-0. I got to leave Gainesville 1-0. And the sign going to change when I leave. Gainesville. Coaching 12 was in the building. Go Canes, man.
Appreciate it,
doing
man.
the thing.
Thank you, man.
Uncle E. Brown, wake up, man. Stop escalating. We need to talk, man.
Okay, well, let's get it, man. We got to get it. Yeah, he in the room. Hold tight. Okay. Hold tight in the back. I'll bring y'all in a little bit. I got quite a few on here, man. All right. Let me get to the next one here. Anything you want to say in regards to that at 12? I'm about to cut these phone lines off here in a second, dog, because we got
competition.
Here, bro.
Competition breeds success. And hey, he's in the room now. We spoke about the limited number of quarterbacks we had going into the bowl game. Now we add another quarterback. Like I said, I'm not knocking Reese. But my discontent is we were wanting or requesting or looking for someone at a different caliber other than Reese. So it's a bit, for me, disappointing. But like I said, if he goes in, he beats out these 6'4" guys, these guys who've been around for a while playing, Power 5 football, and he's named the starter, then so be it. That's who we have to roll with.
Yeah, again, I'm it's no knock to this young man. Like I said, if there was no Cam Ward and the hoopla of Will Rogers, Will Howard, and all these guys, and we went there, I was cool with it, no problem. But I think our expectations was, you be like, hey baby, I'm gonna buy you this new car, right? Man, there's a nice Lamborghini over there. You getting all these hints, and then you go surprise her with the key. She go outside, and you got a Toyota Tercel out there, a Geo Metro, right? It's still a car. It's work. New car smell. 2 miles on the car, right? But at the end of the day, it's not kind of what you were expecting. I think that's what it is. This is not saying that this young man won't come and light it up, but that's who I am. All right, let's go to the next one. 7371. Caller, please respect the time. We got to run through this. We got quite a few of them. Give us your name. Where you calling from?
7371.
737.
This is Ali from High Point, North Carolina.
Hey, Ali, do me a favor. You got to turn your television down in the background. It's coming through your phone.
Okay, I got you. All right. Okay. Hey, what's up, V12, man? How you doing?
What's up, brother? Good, brother. How you doing? On this, hey, we used to call it back when listen, we played ball back then. Listen to this.
North Carolina Aggies, the Aggies out of Greensboro.
Okay, shout out to A&T.
Hey, Coach Hayes, man. I seen the interview of Reese today, and he said that Reese. I had seen the interview with Reese. Reese said that he embraced the competition at Miami, and he understands that he's not the number one quarterback there. He said he got a chip on his shoulder because he didn't get too many scholarship offers.
Okay, so we're hoping that Reese is the Tom Brady of Miami. Yeah. Okay.
And he said his game is between Baker Mayfield and Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. Look, can I read off a stat to you, my brother? Can I read off a stat to you?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So Albany Great Danes, where he came from, Albany Great Danes in New York. They play Morgan State Bears. And let me read off his stats for you, Baker Mayfield.
I knew this was coming. I tried to run away from this.
10 for 23, 142 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 INT. Now, I get it. We all have to advocate for ourselves. But you see the difference. And that people in the chat talking about Cam came from FCS, and they're talking foolishness. Now, don't let V get hot because y'all ain't being truthful with what's going on here. We know. No, not you, not you, brother. Not you. People in the chat are saying Ward. We wanted Ward. Ward came from. There's a difference between Ward and Reese is pieces. Let's stop it. Let's stop the comparison. It is what it is, where he came from, and let's just be honest. Now, can he make a difference and probably elevate his game? Possibly. But I read the stats off. I read his resume for you guys in the beginning. He's been at 3 different schools. Coach, give him some more time, Coach, because I'm talking. He went to 3 different. This is 3rd school in 3 or 4 years. We got to stop because y'all acting like Colorado fans. We got to stop. Sorry, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. See, I've been a Hurricane fan since '82.
Okay.
And I know all the quarterbacks came there, and I respect what he said in the interview that he understands that he won't be the number one quarterback. That he got to go through competition. And I got confidence in him. I got confidence in JB11. You know what I'm saying? Whoever quarterback from Miami, I'm a true Miami fan. So whoever quarterback for Miami, hey, I'm gonna cheer them on to the end.
I'm with you,
Okay.
dog. Hey, that's all I can say. Man, I appreciate it, man. I got to push on. We got quite a few in here, man.
Yeah, man. I appreciate your show, man. I look at your show every day, bro.
I thank you, man. I appreciate that, man.
Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling. It's
You
always
come
fun.
out to A&T homecoming one year now.
Hey,
All
let's
right,
do it.
I'm gonna
Let's do it.
I'm gonna
Let's do it.
We might
I'm
go live from there.
I'm up for it, Coach. You know, I'm
Okay,
4 hours away.
James and Chris Porters came down here.
Okay. All right, I'm all for it. Let's make it happen.
All right, brother.
And they came. Juice is biting too.
It's biting, dog. It's biting right now.
It's biting, man.
It's biting right this minute while we talk.
Now.
Ooh, be easy now. Be easy, killer. Be easy.
All right, man. Y'all take care, man.
All right, brother. All right, let me get through these quick, man. Let me go to the next one here.
Thank you.
Man,
Hey,
I got quite a few. I got to run through this.
Coach, you like that? You like that stat I pulled out? That stat. I had to get hot with.
Yeah,
I had to get hot with that stat right there. You heard that stat I pulled up?
And again, right? That's an HBCU. People like to downplay HBCUs.
Why you try to avoid that stat right there,
The
Coach?
conference has been locked.
Because I knew this was coming. Because you know what they about to say? He was 10 for how much? 10 for 23?
Yes.
No, I'm saying he was 10 for 23, right?
10 for 23. Yeah, 10 for 23.
And you know, everybody was trying to jump on Emory Williams. I know, but he was trying to jump on Emory Williams because he was 8 for 20 something. And I knew this was coming, dog. That's why I said, hey, this.
Yeah. And
anyway,
I'm seeing these comparisons about ball placement and all this stuff. I'm not saying, listen, he's a quarterback. But what I'm saying to you is, yeah, you can place the ball. If you don't think there's a difference between FBS and FCS competition, we could stop the show right now. Let's just stop the show and let's just go back to the drawing board. If y'all really think that we're having this conversation, there is a difference. And so, yeah, ball placement, I get it. But you could place the ball when your receiver's running free. You could place, I mean, it's a different type when you're not pressured. So let's just see what happens. We call it big time football. Washington found out, right, Coach? And I would go, Washington found out what big time was about, and they Power 5. So let's not pretend. I get it. He's coming. Let's bring it up. We're gonna welcome him with open arms, but he has to compete. That's all I'm saying.
Much love. There it is.
And he can dunk a football.
This man been up on the rock. This man right here is the star of Crush Groove, which we'll be bringing it back on. I think we got a lot of stuff to debate. Some people thought the other debate show was the first time I had a debate show. No, this guy right here I'm bringing to the stage, and it ain't Cat Williams. It's Big Groove in the building. What's up with you, baby?
Let's groove tonight. Groove tonight.
Groove.
What's up, Groove?
What's up with you, boy? I know. First of all, congrats to you, man. I know you got. I know you got Lil Groove. He on the way still, right? He's still baking, huh?
Yeah, man. He'll be here in April, man.
All right.
We got another trash talker at the Blessers, man. So,
we'll send a UM Binky over there for you. We'll send you a UM Binky from Coach Hayes Show. UM Binky. Yeah.
We got you. A onesie. We're gonna give him a onesie.
I appreciate that.
All right. So what's up, Groove? Talk to us real quick. We got quite a few on here.
Man,
I know you got a lot to say.
I got you, man. I'm just disappointed in the fan base, man. I'm just so disappointed how you don't really hear any rumblings, no concern, signs of concerns about a lot of the fan base, man. They are not understanding. Like, we lost to Rutgers. Like, we got spanked by Rutgers, man. You know what I'm saying? And everybody has this half full mentality. And I'm like, okay, well, this ain't like our fan base. Because I remember when we lost to a 10-3 La Tech team, you know what I'm saying? And everybody was on the fire, this and that person train. You feel what I'm saying? But now all of a sudden, we got to give them time. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have this and we didn't have that, but we have 3 times as much as talent as Rutgers on our team. Our backup should be able to handle Rutgers with ease. You know what I'm saying? and we had our first loss to Rutgers in history of Miami. So think about this: Mario Cristobal has had the worst season in Miami history. He was the first person to lose to Rutgers. Am I right? We never lost to Rutgers to here. We having a lot of the first with Mario Cristobal, and it ain't in a good way.
And he's the first person to lose a game that was won. First person to lose a game that was won.
Say what?
He's the first person to lose a game that was already won.
That was won. He didn't take that knee.
Take the knee, yes.
Now,
exactly.
He's missing in the part again at one eye, missing on one eye a key area of concerns, which is quarterback. You messed up. Why are you putting all your eggs in the basket on one quarterback instead of bringing multiple guys in on visits? You feel what I'm saying? You should have brought in multiple quarterbacks instead of just hoping and wishing with Cam Ward. Now we got to settle for Rutabaga, whatever his name is, Pondergrass, what his name is. We got to settle for him.
He said Rutabaga.
Like he's this guy.
Poffenbarger.
Mr. Pendham down. Pin him down.
They killed TVD, and he threw more interceptions than TVD. He threw more interceptions. When he stepped up in competition, he threw 3 interceptions and no touchdowns.
And I may be wrong, but I believe Poffenbarger has thrown 3 interceptions in a game.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. He against South Dakota State. He threw in 3 interceptions, no touchdowns.
I try to stay away from these stats. I try to stay away from those stats, dog. I really try to stay away from them, dog. But anyway,
Coach, you got to call a spade, Coach.
No, I know. I was trying to because I knew. Listen, you know how you know where the hidden Easter eggs are, so you let everybody else find them. I knew these Easter eggs were out here. I just want to see if y'all would find them, and y'all finding them relatively quick. But go ahead.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but people making it seem like this is just such a good kid. No, it's not. This is a 4th, 5th option. We should have. These are 4 quarterbacks I feel like we should have had on campus. And if our top guy didn't want to be, we should have just went on to the next. But Mario being Mario, he's want to wait. He would always want to wait. He should have had DJ Ungulate on campus. He had Howard. Howard wanted to commit, but he was waiting on Ward. So he said, "Okay, I'm going to go to Ohio State." So we missed on 2 guys. So now we continue to miss on the rest of, you know what I'm saying, on our 3rd and 4th and 5th round. But now we got to get a FCS guy that falls under top competition. So now that's what we selling it for.
Damn.
So, but this is my last question, and I want the next caller to answer it. If he's one of those pro Mario guys, ask this. Name me one quarterback that Mario Cristobal has recruited and developed as a head coach. Recruited himself and developed him as a head coach. That's what I want to know, because I guarantee you they can't name me one. I guarantee it.
All right. Well, we're gonna find out.
Get back to a listener. But hey, any challengers want this Crush Rule smoke, let me know. We got to get back active on this thing. Flo, I want my rematch so I can skin you like I did before. And we ain't gonna have none of that bias stuff. We're gonna have our judges, and we gonna rock and roll like that. Because you got a lot of explaining. You got a lot of stuff to own up to, my boy. I want that smoke.
Hold on, real quick.
Flo, y'all tag Flo and all that, and let them know, hey, this is the rematch.
All right, so hit me out. Let people know. Hold on. Let people know real. I said, let people know real quick where they can find you. If y'all want to do Crush Groove, find them on Twitter, because I'm not in there. I'm just facilitating, but I'm not setting the matchup. He like Floyd Mayweather. He do his own contracts. He pick his own opponent. Go ahead. Where can they find you?
You can find me at Still Groove, STILLGROOV. That's where you can find me at on Twitter.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? If you want this smoke, let me know and we'll get it set up.
Look at that smoke. Is this it right here?
All right, Hayes, holler at me, man. I'm finna get back to watching your show, man.
All right, thanks, brother. Thanks, man. All right, shout out to Groove, man. Happy New Year to him, man. Got a young one coming on the way. If we go to members too, because they do get an opportunity to skip the line, and the next member is Shad. Shad, how you? Shad, real quick. Shad, hold on, real quick, if you don't mind. I like to just let me go through the don't know right quick because I know you're gonna have quite a bit to say, especially hopefully you can answer Groove's question.
I'm not gonna answer that question.
CW says, finally Manny Diaz Fluff will come back. Oh my gosh. Muhammad, Muhammad, what's up with you, baby? 49 Coach V12. I got a lot to say, but we waiting on you. I don't know if I locked you out. I had to let this calm down a little bit, then I'll open it back up. And then CW, for the $2, Fluff of the Magic Dragon is spitting facts. CW, you can't be a Miami fan. All right, Shad, talk to us, man. Can you answer the question first of all? No?
No, I can't. I cannot answer the question because I am not a Mario supporter. That's the caveat that he put in there. So I'm absolved from answering that question. So moving on. We got a quarterback that can dunk on the roster. When's the last time we had that? When's the last time we had that? Probably never in the history of Miami have we had a quarterback that can dunk the basketball. You know what I mean? So what? He went 10 for 23. You know, he completed 10 passes. You know, that should account for something. You know what I mean? If you're asking me how excited I am about this pickup, I'm as excited as TD Jakes was at that Diddy party. That's how excited I am about this pickup. I think he's gonna be a baller. He's gonna be a stud. You know, we need someone like a Baker Mayfield in there. He brings that moxie that we need. He shows emotion. And I'm glad Groove had brought up the Rutgers game because he brought up something I had completely forgot about. Groove basically said we lost that game because Manny's players did not play. Coach, did you know that? That was the excuse that we didn't have guys playing, and majority of those guys were Manny guys. So it's kind of like a conundrum because it's like they have to leave because they're soft, but now they're the reason that we didn't win because they didn't play. That's very interesting. But I'm excited. I know V12 is excited as well. You know, he just wanted to have a little banter going on. But you know, this is great. Poffenbarger.
Barger.
That jersey.
Poffenbarger.
Yeah, I need to get that. I need to get one of those jerseys from Interstate Sports. So it's gonna be a hot item.
If he has that jersey, if Trevor has that jersey, he'd be the only dealer in the world with that jersey.
He gotta have it.
One of one. He'll be the one of one.
I want it in all colors. I just heard the little sound, so I'm not gonna do like the other callers and continue on. So as always, Coach, I appreciate you taking my call, and Poffenbarger for the win. I'm out.
There you go.
I had to slap that man twice on this phone call. 12, anything you like to respond to that?
No, man. I mean, I know we know he's being very sarcastic. For those who are rooting Shad on, no, he's not really bigging up Poffenbarger right now, but the jury is still out. We'll see what he brings to the table at Miami.
Bro, I know the lady that sews the names on the back of the jersey is pissed right now. You know how long that name is? I know she like, I know she's super hot by that one. Anyway, let's go to the next call, 2562. We're going to crank through these things, 2562. Call to talk to us. Give us your name, where you're calling from. What's your thoughts on Mr. Reese Poffenbarger?
Hey, what's going on, Coach Ace?
What's up, man? Who am I speaking to?
Hey, this is Drew, Kelly Canes, Drew Linfield, Kelly Canes.
All right, man. What's up with you, Drew? How you doing?
What's up, bro? Hey, long-time listener, first-time caller. Love your show, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. So if you calling in, that means you really intrigued in about Poffenbarger.
I don't think Poffenbarger's it. I mean, this is the main thing. This is the main thing. So you got Mario Cristobal. So let's say top 3 coaches in college football today, right? So they were either offensive coordinator or a defensive coordinator. Mario Cristobal is a offensive line coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So if you took him out of the head coaching position, he can't run an offense. He can't run a defense, but he wants to lock Shannon Dawson up on play calling and how to run an offense. I don't know, Coach. What's your thoughts?
I'll just say this to you, man. I think I'm in this funk because it's not what I expected. if you missed it, if you just joined us, I brought up the thing about the Christmas gifts in that little rectangle box that you knew it was a shirt or a sweater. It's not the toy I expected. And I think that's why I'm feeling. Doesn't mean I don't need this shirt and sweater, right, to look nice to go to school in, right? And I'm going to be styling it too. But at that very moment, when you wake up at 12:01 from your slumber, right, on December 25th, you're like, it's Christmas! And you go ripping through boxes 12, and I got a G.I. Joe, and I got the Transformer, and I got this, and a sweater. Yeah.
No, you got that bootleg. You got the bootleg.
Yeah, that's how I'm saying. Not saying that the sweater's not important. Not saying that I don't need it. And when I go to school with my toys, I'm going to be fresh because my auntie sent me a sweater. But that's not what I wanted on Christmas. That's how I feel right now. Hopefully that makes sense.
Same, bro. Same, man.
Yeah.
Coach, I'm going to get out. I love your show, bro. Keep doing what you're doing.
Appreciate it, man. Don't be a stranger here to us, man.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. Man. All right, we cranking through these things. E-Brown, I'm coming to you and get down. I'm going to let y'all round the show off if you like. All right, 0610. 0610. Call or talk to us. Give us your name. Where you calling from?
Hey, I'm calling from the crib, Coach.
What's going on, man? Who am I speaking to?
This Silk.
Silk.
Hey, Coach, I remember I jumped on live one day, Coach. You were talking about, you want the smoke, you want the smoke. Hey, I'm with the smoke today, Coach. Listen.
Let's get it.
I got two questions to ask you. My first question: do you think this year a make or break year for Mario? Yes or no?
No, because he got time on the schedule. Okay. What else?
I don't agree. Next question: Nick Saban. The reason why he retired today, is it because he can't keep up with today's the way college football with the NIL and all that he's been complaining about?
Yeah, I think he just don't want to deal with it. I don't think he can't keep up. I just don't think, when you've been at the top of your game like this so long, he doesn't want to embark on this whole new craziness in this endeavor when he doesn't necessarily have to. It can't do anything. It's so much work and so much stress. At the end of the day, it probably can only hurt his legacy more than it can help it. So he's like, I'm out.
Yeah, I feel like Mario overrated, man. All this recruiting, flipping players, and all this, man. All these players, man. Ain't nobody turning up. Ain't nobody showing me nothing. This mediocre team. We playing in a Reese's Pieces Bowl. Come on, man. In the Reese's Pieces Bowl, the Chick-fil-A closed on Sunday Bowl.
So hold on.
Chick-fil-A closed on Sunday bowl. My kids bowl. Come on, man. Don't nobody care about these bowl games. And
so hold on. I want to say this to you. I want to say,
man.
Hold on. But I want to say this to you, though, Sil. When you asked me that very first question, you said, is it a make or break year for Mario Cristobal?
Yeah.
You don't agree. No, hear me out. But I hear you. The reason I'm saying it's not make or break, unless it's some catastrophic, like another 5-7, 4-8, whatever. Because there's so much time on the schedule. No, but hear me out. There's so much time on the schedule, so much time on his contract. Miami's not going to buy it out unless it's just something just egregious. Like, it's just got to be crazy. Mm-hmm.
Coach, players can transfer twice in 1 year and still play. Mm-hmm. So why we focus on recruiting, man? Why you like throwing these shades over our faces, man? You had me fooled, but I ain't fooled no more. We recruiting. What are we doing? We picked up Reese. What's his name? Reese Roethlisberger. What? Blake Burrows. What's his name?
Reese Poffenbarger.
Come on, man. I'm just saying though, bro. Like it's really not adding up, man. It's like being in a relationship, and like when you first start in a relationship, you gotta set the tone for how it's gonna be. Like you said, these couple years that's gonna this ain't working, man. It's not working with Mario, bro. It ain't. The offense it's not adding up, bro. It don't look right. We got quarterback. For the whole season, we had a quarterback controversy, and Reese's Pieces is who he decide to pick up and say, "Oh yeah, not a quarterback controversy over with." All right, bro. That was
Silk. So let me. So Silk, I'm partially with you. I think that although year 3 is not the make or break year, it could be. If Mario improves the schedule, the 7-6 schedule to maybe 8-4, whatever, if we improve on this year, he'll be okay. However, if he starts to
What our record was
regress,
this year?
say it again. I'm sorry.
What our record was this year?
It was 7 and 6.
7-5.
7-5,
7-5
then
and ended up being
7-5, then the
7-6.
bowl game made 7-6. So 7-5, then with the bowl game made 7-6. Right. So, but if he regresses, it's going to be a problem. I think the main year is going to come year 4 for him. But unless there's something catastrophic happens, we lose. We lose to Florida, we lose to FSU, we lose to a lot of these other teams. Then hey, we're gonna start thinking about it.
Oh, okay. So it's certain teams we check off like, all right, this year we want y'all to beat.
Of course. There's a litmus test though. We know what the litmus test is for Miami for the most part. So we got a litmus test in some of these games. Florida's one, FSU is another one. We have a few teams that who we play. It kind of, the fan base looks at it, and I'm sure the higher ups look at it like, hey, listen, if we can't beat these teams consistently, what are we doing here? So we'll see what happens.
We'll definitely find out. But Silk, man, I appreciate it, man. I got to run through these. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, brother. All of them, man. All right, right here. I was man Silk from the crib. Oh, I love. That's Kelly was still in here. I guess. All right, 1390. Guys, real quick, La Creme Nation. I may open it back up. We just had quite a few calls. I had to lock it so I could get through these calls. I may open it back up. Depending on how fast we can get through these things, man. Right here, 1390 coming to you. Call to talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from. You got 2 minutes.
What's up, man? My name is John. I'm from Augusta. You know what I'm saying? But been a Canes fan since I was a kid, man. First of all, I want to say thank y'all, and I know I ain't got a lot of time. What's up, V12?
What's up, brother?
What's up, hey,
What's going on,
love
man?
y'all show.
Appreciate
love what y'all do. First, I want to say, as far as the original question, I just think it's another arm in the room. To be really honest,
Fair.
They weren't going to be able to get who they wanted to get. They just took an arm for the room because Emery's hurt, and Jakar Brown is going to be the only quarterback in the room.
That's fair.
They have experience.
That's fair.
And as far as those two, I just don't like how the fan base just went to Cam Ward when we have a JD, and y'all was hyping Emery in middle of the season when he threw 10 completions. I don't like that. So that's not fair to Emery and JB to just want Cam Ward. Let's see where they go. Let's see if they can battle it out and figure it out for the next season. We can go from there.
That's fair.
I'm not gonna advocate that Mario's the best coach. I was supportive of his when he came in because I knew what recruiting would do. I just have to see the field part, which the field part has left a lot to be desired, to be honest. But I think we can't expect results overnight from a team that didn't look like a D1 football team to now expecting them to look like a D1 football team. A power D1 football team at that make a college football team, make a college football playoff. I just don't think we're there yet. It's just not deep. We're not deep enough. We're not talented enough yet. We're gonna lose some of those games now. We're just not deep enough. It's just that's the period. Whether that's development reasons, whether that's just talent reasons, It's just not there yet. So that's just my broad scope. Y'all, if y'all agree or disagree with me, let me know.
We surely will, man. But I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. And we're definitely going to answer that question. I thought you brought some very good points. Thanks, brother. All right. All the way from Augusta up in here. 12. I agree. You kept seeing me saying that's fair. Again, I'm getting over the shock of who it is. But to his point, bringing in another arm, which is fair because we know injuries are a real thing. Judd Anderson is a true freshman. I don't anticipate him playing right away and getting a lot of burn this year. However, Emory Williams is hurt. We do not know how it's his non-throwing arm. However, we don't know what the medical condition will be through that injury. Will it be nerve damage? Will they clear him? I would assume so. I'm thinking on the high end, but to his point, if you get past the shock of it all, this gentleman had very fair points. And I just think, like I said, our expectation was here, and that's what it feels like when you get your knees cut from up under you. 12.
Well, when you have the internet ablaze, people sending you information that Cam, even before Cam declared for the NFL, people sending you texts and saying Cam is signed, sending you pictures of Cam in the U uniform, or Will Howard in the U uniform. Those are high expectations. And so I think that it's fair for us to be a little let down to have, Reese. It's not his fault, but he just kind of stepped into the situation. So, yeah, to bolster the quarterback room, we do need more arms. And I agree 100% with the caller. We need him to be serviceable because we don't know what's going to happen throughout the year. We don't have a lot of experience in the quarterback room. So we need that. So from that perspective, I think Mario is getting someone who has got a lot of experience. He's damn near journeyman. He done been in three schools, so he damn near journeyman. So that's good. He got tons of experience, and so that's what we are right now. So let's see if he can play on this exactly on the level and compete, and we'll see what happens. If he's the best quarterback in the quarterback room, start him.
Love it. All right, great call, man. I really, what he was saying made so much sense. And I would have come to it probably at some point, but with all that's going on. All right, let me take the next call. If you've called in already, if you wouldn't mind, I know I got to get down here. I got E. Brown here just to make sure we don't clutter this up. 6387 coming to you. 6387. I'm not sure if I call because it's the same numbers. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
What up, Coach Taze? This is J Love T. Happy Wednesday. Thank you, God, for another day. I don't give a piss about nothing but them Canes. Thank God for Nick Saban. Oh, go on the biggest boat and be gone, bro. Be gone. All right,
real quick. Hold on, real quick before I hit your timer. Let me do this little share right here for the 189. But to answer Groove's question, there is 0. He was talking about Groove asked a question, how many quarterbacks, and so far. Let y'all rewind. I'm not going to do it. And still, Kane, appreciate you. Also, another member for the $2. JB for Heisman. Well, I would love to have that, man. That would be awesome, man. For Ja'Cory Brown, for a young man. And we talk about people that stay in the program. Shout out to the Streeter that made a video that said that. We want to reward people that want to be Miami Hurricane. Remember this, but they don't come here. Well, if you don't want to be here, right, leave. Well, he wants to be here. He had opportunity to go, and he stayed, and he's still here. And guess what? And we kicking him down the doggone street. But anyway, J-Love, talk to me, man. I'm going to shoot you with your 2 minutes and get this thing rocking.
Listen, man, how do I feel about
the conference has been unlocked
for the University of Miami?
Mm-hmm.
Let me stop playing. A lot of people already don't give a lot of point of views. At the end of the day, I give Mario his credit. We want JV to win the job, but we brought somebody else to challenge him. At the end of the day, I don't care about the pass. I care about the 10. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. If you don't know what that means, win those 10 games by any way possible. If JB wins the job, he earned it. That's the whole point of this. If we didn't get Reese's Pieces, I would have been more pissed if we would have just went with 3 arms. And we got a quality. We brought in somebody with some type of quality, with some type of background. It's not like we got a 3-star out of high school. You know what I'm saying? So I'm being positive about the situation. It's one thing that we credit Kirby Smart what he did with Stinson Bennett, and now we won't give Mario and Shannon Dawson a chance to develop and do what they got to do with this gentleman if he wins the job. The job goes to the best guy. Hey, we don't know now. When we can't see the future. At the end of the day, let the best man win. We got what we wanted, a quarterback competition. Whoever wins the job, hey, keep it and take us to the promised land, to the best of your ability. Because at the end of the day, If JB cannot beat this kid out by spring or fall, that's on JB. That's
Agreed.
how I'm looking at it. That's
Agreed.
why I'm happy. And if Reese's Pieces end up beating out JB, hey, so be it. Remember, you cannot fool the Kane family. Wholesome will remember this. D12, you remember this as well. When Tate Martell steps foot on that practice field, we knew immediately this ain't it. So, when spring comes, don't worry. Streeter, X, I'm pretty sure more people behind the scenes flow, they will tell us whether he's it or not, and we'll take it from there.
Okay.
I love it, man. Appreciate
Good
you,
call.
man.
Good
We'll
call.
crank through these things. I'm gonna take one more call and lock it. So if you plan on calling in, please call in now, and I'm gonna lock it because if not, we'll be on here as soon as I open up. Quite a few people jumped on, but J Love, man, appreciate you, brother. And I hear you, man. I hear you, bro. Maybe he's gone. I'm talking to cyberspace. Any response to it?
No, I mean,
Okay.
I know Stetson Bennett is a different animal, but I get it.
And not even that. I get
I
where
get
he
the
was
parallel.
going with.
I get what he was going with it. I get what he was going with it.
The
Yeah.
difference is, remember, they had Jake Fromm, they had Justin Fields, they had these numbers, and Stetson Bennett was already on the roster. You didn't bring Stetson Bennett in. That's the difference. And therefore, I get where he's coming from.
No,
But you
I
didn't
get
bring Stetson Bennett in.
I
So
understand
that's
where
why I was
he's coming
like,
from.
yeah, I get it. All right, let's go. Let's crank these things, man. Let me hit that. Hold up, 12. It's a nice jacket you got on there, brother. What's that?
Blazed out, cuz. Just
My dog
blazed.
got a blazer with a hoodie on. Hold up, dog. Hold up, 12.
Yeah, I stay fresh. Hey, coach, I always been fresh, coach.
Hold up, dog.
Always been fresh. Now I come to work. I come to work professional, coach. I always have my dress code. Hey, when your boss doesn't just notice your dress code, that means he ain't paying a lot of attention to you, man. I've been fresh all show. You just notice him. I've been fresh, coach. I come to work ready.
No, I know. I saw the salmon colored hoodie, and I saw the lapel, and I was like, my man on something right now.
Yeah, come on. I come to work. Shad, don't hate Shad. I see you. Shad,
You looking real
with me, Shad.
DMV-ish right now.
Get at me, Shad. You see how I do? Come to work ready.
When the sexy lady, give me your number, girl. Rolling. Yeah, what do you do about that anyway? Let me get going. All right, here we go, man. Let's knock this out. All right, we're going to fly through these things. I think 2562 I took already, but I'm going to answer because I want to make sure. 2562. 2562. I think I took that number. Maybe he hung up and didn't realize it. Let me remove him. All right, here we go. 9194. Caller, talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from. 9194.
Hey, Coach Hayes.
How you doing? Is this Lexus?
It is.
Ooh, I got lucky because yeah. Hey, Lexus, how are you?
I'm good. You don't know my voice yet?
I surely did. That's why I said, is this Lexus? I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, you put that in the form of a question, like you was asking. Not
No,
that you knew it.
I was trying to say, like, is this Lexus? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to do.
Sound like a man that's got one woman in the bedroom and answering the phone for the other one. That's what you sound like.
Don't tease me with a good time, Lexus. Coach here for all of it.
All right. I want to say, I didn't know until I got on your show. That's why I listened to your little knucklehead self that Nick Saban retired.
Yeah.
Now, I asked you that in the champagne room. Was he going to retire after they lost? And you said no. So once again, you have judged incorrectly. Because you said you thought he'd keep playing, coaching because he lost.
I did. I said what I said was, I think that Nick Saban wants to win his last natty and he will retire. I've been saying that for a while, but to your point, yeah, I did say that. But then as the national championship, the NIL and transfer portal and all that started going, you could see even in his game day approach, he wasn't the same fiery guy. And I think he's losing his fire for the game. Like you don't see the same Nick Saban. You just see a guy with his arms crossed. He's kind of talking on the headset. But in the words of Drake, once he stopped having fun with it, he was done with it. And I think that's kind of where he is. Like, all right, I've done all I can do here. It's time to go because the game is not the same anymore. You know what I mean?
I mean, I can understand that. I mean, the man, he's going to go down in history as being the baddest coach to ever coach college football. Period. He's to college coaching what Michael Jordan was to basketball. So it's just not gonna be another one. It's not to say others won't be really good and won't wear gold jackets or whatever color coaches get. I guess they go to the Hall of Fame too. I guess or whatever they get.
They do.
Whatever the ultimate prize is, but it will never be another Nick Saban. I was always give him that credit, even as a Georgia fan. He started to get on my last nerve because I know that was always a hurdle for Georgia, like it is any other school. But I knew Georgia would have to face them even if they ran into each other in the SEC championship. It's hard to avoid them.
That's correct.
So I say congratulations to that. Now, I don't know much about Miami. I don't keep up with Miami. Miami lost to Rutgers and Georgia Tech. So I don't really have much to say about them, but they need to get themselves together. So I don't know about the coaching situation. So I'm going to sit back and let you and B12 and others that have way more knowledge than me talk about that, and I'll listen and learn something. How about that?
Thank you, Lexus. I appreciate it.
All right, that's all I have to say.
There
You gentlemen have a good night. I'm going back to listening. So
all right, have a good one, Lexus. Thank you.
All right.
Bye now. I'm gonna say this, and there's no knock to Lexus, but this is what I'm tired of, dog. I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of people trying us, dog. And the only thing they remember is not taking a knee and losing the Rutgers. God dang you.
That's unacceptable. We have to get back on a better plane.
This is what I be talking about.
Unacceptable.
We've had Ray came on and said, I don't know much about it. Lexus came on. I don't know much about Miami. I'm gonna sit back and listen. But what I do know, it seems to be all of our mishaps.
Yeah, not
and
relevant.
That right there kind of make me mad.
Basically saying we're not relevant.
Yeah, that's like I don't know nothing about that guy. Except they didn't take a knee against such and such. And bah humbug. All right, here we go. We rolling in this thing, man. 7432 coming to you. 7432. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from. You got 2 minutes.
Yeah, this is Walt G from Fayetteville, North Carolina.
All right, Walt G, what's up with you? We got North Carolina in the house tonight. What's up?
Yeah, what's up, Coach, man? I enjoy your show.
Thank you, brother.
All I want to say, man, for these fake fans, they need to get off. Stop talking about the U, because I've been following the U. I'm 63 years old. I've been following the U ever since like 70-something. Mm-hmm. If we don't support our team, who's going to support him? That's right. Man, I respect this kid. Not saying that he's going to be an awesome quarterback, but he's a part of the U now. So how you going to get on and say what this kid going to do or not going to do? We hype Van Dyke up. He didn't do anything. This kid is coming in. He could pass a little bit. He could run. I understand the competition was low, but give our coach a chance. Look at Florida State. How many years did it take them to start winning? Look at how long it took Michigan to win. They haven't won a national championship in 26 years. So are they going to give our coach a chance, or are you going to go get another coach, lose your players, wait another 10 years to try to win? We got to roll with what we got. And I respect this guy for coming to the U. Any players we got that's coming to the U, I respect these guys, because these guys are student athletes first. And what you got to understand is these guys have problems, like they get hurt. You don't talk about them, when they get hurt. They don't talk about that we had our top two safeties that didn't play against Rutgers. But you talk about Florida State didn't get a fair chance, right? But it's not our fault that they players set out or their quarterback got hurt. Hey, I follow the U. I love the U, and I respect those guys for coming to the U. We can't dog this guy before we even get on the field. So, they got to give him a chance. That's all I want to say about that. I've been in the stands in North Carolina where you got Canes fans, when we lose, throw their jerseys down. If you love the U, you love the U, period. So that's all I got to say about that.
I love it, man. I appreciate
that's
it, man.
a great call,
North Carolina in the building. Don't be a
That's a great
stranger, man.
call.
Don't be a stranger. Thank you.
Couple things he said. Listen,
All right,
now, it
brother.
ain't never.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, take it easy.
Yep.
Listen, coach, it ain't it's
All
gonna
right.
never get that bad if we lose.
Go
I'm
ahead,
throwing my
Twitter.
jersey down. Yeah, it ain't gonna never get that bad if we lose and I'm throwing my
The
jersey down.
conference has been locked.
We ain't doing that. I'm not ever throwing my jerseys down.
Go ahead. You good?
I'm good. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm good. I heard somebody in a call in
Oh,
the
I
background.
thought you were talking.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah, I had muted him out. Can you turn the TV back up? No,
No,
yeah,
go
turn
ahead,
his
go
TV
ahead.
up. We good.
No, I
All right.
said he.
So,
no,
all right.
come on, man.
Go ahead. You
Tighten
good.
up.
No, you're good.
Tighten up. Go ahead.
No, you
Let
said
the
go
caller
ahead. So I went ahead and you start. All right, ready? There's no call on the line. That's what I'm telling you. Go.
No, what the young what he was saying for North Carolina, he was like, listen, give him a shot. Yeah, you fan long time. Give him a shot. If we listen, it's never gonna get that bad where if we lose, I'm throwing my jersey down. First of all, they cost too much money, and second of all, we love to you. But here's my question to you, Coach. With the transfer portal, how does that normally work? Does the player request to go to the school and the school has to accept them? How does that transfer thing? How does the transfer? Do you know how it works?
Yeah, you basically go fill out about a sheet of paper, take you about 2 minutes. It enters your name. It takes the NCAA 48 hours. They got to go through a little check and balance first. So it takes them about 48 hours to technically put your name in the portal. That's why you see guys stay for really only 2 days, maybe 3 days, if they're hot commodities, right? So that's why, like, oh, he entered the portal. Yeah, the word got out. Somebody in the sports information department got the word out, whatever. And then in about 2, 3, 4 days, he's out because it takes a 48-hour window. And that's really it. Technically speaking, no, you're not supposed to be in contact with another school. You're supposed to enter this pool of people, and they're supposed to come into this pool and pull you out. But we all know it doesn't work that way.
Sounds good. Okay.
Yeah. All right. I'm getting to y'all, E. Brown. I hear you, E. Brown. You bite chomping at the bit. 77-87 coming to you. I'm going to let you get down. Y'all going to meet the Browns. Y'all going to finish this thing out, if y'all don't mind. 77-87. Call and talk to us. Give us your name. Where you calling from. You got 2 minutes.
What's going on, Coach? This is LaCream calling. I've been bumping your messages earlier.
Okay, yeah. What's up with you, LaCream?
Hey, they going crazy down here in Birmingham, man. I'm in Alabama.
Okay.
And I don't know if y'all know, they just lost Brian Williams, so that's a possibility on our radar too, being a Canes fan.
Really?
Yeah, they just lost Ryan Williams, so it's gonna be a couple of decommitments coming from out of Alabama.
Well, I know he had never really correct me if I'm wrong. Now, Ryan Williams, he had committed, but he still has not signed, right?
I think he signed on signing day.
No, he did not sign. He did not sign on. He did commit because I did his video, but he technically had not signed, and I think he was waiting. So now he's probably just decommitted, because if he signed, he can't just decommit. Now he can jump in the portal, but he wouldn't be able to decommit.
Right.
So
yeah, he straight he decommitted like an hour ago.
Gotcha. Wow.
Yeah.
You're a bad boy.
So yeah, so this is the thing, like I know my man, he represented Tennessee State in the back, but I know it was kind of clowning the FCS. I personally played at the FCS. I played at A&M, Alabama A&M.
Okay.
So it's a couple of names out there. Tate Dale, he played at A&M 3 years. Could have been a Pro Bowler if he didn't break his leg. Justin Houston, JSU. DeVar Jackson, ASU.
Mm-hmm.
He started with the Vikings for a minute at quarterback until Brett Favre came in. Dominique Rogers Cromartie, TSU.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and when you say ASU, you talking about Alabama State, for people that don't know.
Yeah, Alabama State, exactly.
I know.
Tyree Hill played at West Alabama down the street.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's talent come out of LCS.
Sure it is.
You know, we can't really say what I can't REESE go do at quarterback, because like one of the callers said, I remember everybody was excited that Tate Martell came to Miami out of Ohio State, and no results. So we can't really say what this man gonna do, but I really think the third round will be that next man though. I mean, been watching paying attention to him for a minute. We got the mechanics. He just got to know how to read defense. That's it.
There it is.
And once he get that during the offseason, during the full offseason, I think we're going to be good because right now we in good shape. We already got the best defense in the nation. We got a solid recruits in. We got a lot of talent on the roster still.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we just got to – we've been patient enough. So, I think this year going to be the year.
I love it, man. Hopefully, man, I'm ready to rock and roll. Hey, like I said, I'm ready to party. I'm ready to spend my money and go to games and whatever I got to do. But I just need a product on the field, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. But
All right,
I think
brother.
it's going to happen this year, though.
Yeah.
We going to be in good shape.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, I appreciate it, man.
Shout out
Let me
to
go ahead and get this
shout out to the HBCUs, man. When I was talking
For
about
sure.
FCS, I was definitely not trying to diminish. My point was that the competition is a little different, and they're alluding to all these passing yards, all these completions. It's a different animal. It's competition, but it's a different animal. And I represent TSU because I'm an HBCU alum, so I'm with you on that. When you say the FCS, plenty of talent. I mean, even more than you named. But for looking at this young man's resume, his matriculation to Miami, I'm just not really sold right now. But again, it's a competition. If he wins the job, he's the best man for the position. We're gonna roll with him. No problem at all.
Yeah. Roll with it. Roll with it. Appreciate it, man.
I definitely agree with that, bro. I definitely agree with that.
For sure.
For sure. All right, real quick, let me give some love right here to Norman in the building. Aloha, my brother, for the $15 V12 and coach. The show is fire. And CW, I'm gonna put that up for a second for a $2. But come on, CW, you killing me out here, man. Thank you for the $2, man. I ain't reading that one, man. Golly. All right, I got two more. E Brown, get down, Brian. Y'all gonna be in a second. C Los come in, then Muhammad, and then you. C Los, what's up with you, man? 2 minutes, baby.
What's up, Coach? What's up, V12? How y'all feeling, man?
I'm good. That boy on that cane broccoli.
Playing early, man.
Really, really good.
And that cabbage.
That boy,
Look, man,
that
I'm
boy
telling
on
you,
no,
Coach,
not cabbage.
man,
That boy on that canage, huh?
Hey, look, I'm tired of these callers coming in crying about the quarterback situation. When I saw that we picked him up, first of all, Georgia was going after him. So Georgia, Kirby Smart, and they must have seen something in this quarterback to try and go after him in the transfer portal. Okay, first of all. Second of all, when we signed him, I had to go and look at his tape. Not his highlights, but his tape, right?
Mm-hmm.
He got sacked about 38 times, 39 times he got sacked last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking, okay, if he got sacked 38 times, that means he got hit at least double that or close to double that. Let's say he got hit about 50 plus times, okay? So when you look at the tape, he can make all the throws. He's mobile, you know what I'm saying? And he's accurate. Even though V12 had a good point just a few minutes ago about saying the competition is different, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if he had a really good offensive line, that would cut down on the sacks and the interceptions. Let's be honest here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, I think let's just wait and see what he do, you know, because I'm really encouraged. And, of course, Mario always got a plan B, C, D, and E. He always got a plan. He's a man with a vision, so he has a plan always, regardless. So we can say Mario this and Mario that. He can recruit his butt off, but I'm not convinced with the in-game calls that he makes, but he can always, you know, improve on that. And shout out to Juggernaut that's in the building, Artavius, the Juggernaut, a.k.a. the Juggernaut.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We look forward to you coming to the U, man, and kicking butt out there, man. That's all I got to say, though. But y'all, please stop crying about this quarterback.
Hold on, this ain't Artavius Jones. Hold on. What Artavius is this?
Well, didn't they say Artavius? It came up Artavius.
The real spill.
Something like that. I'm not sure if that's Artavius Jones, but I thought it was. But
oh, okay. I'm about to say.
Right.
That's that gangster right there now.
Him. yeah, gangster.
Boy, tape
that's
stupid.
all I got to say. Hey, man, break out the tissue for these crybabies out here, man. We grown ass men, man. Stop in the crybabies, yo.
Yes, sir. I'm loving it, man. I appreciate you, man. Oh, he said nah. Artavius said nah.
I appreciate you as always, man.
All
Shout
right.
out to the DMV, man.
All right, we here, brother. We here. Hey, we like to call it. Hey, we like to call it Pretty Girl County. That's PG County for y'all who don't know.
Pretty Girl County. Oh yeah, we got some fine ones out here, man. Oh my goodness.
Hey, shh, don't tell them too much now. I can't do nothing, but don't tell them too much now. Cause Coach will be up here every day in Jasper if you let him. Don't tell Coach he'll be up here every day in Jasper. Don't tell Coach now.
Down here trying to take all our women and shit. Y'all
Hey,
stay down
12.
there in
I'm
Florida,
at the
y'all
front door like this. Open.
Yeah, he waiting.
Open.
Yeah, don't tell Coach now.
I ain't playing with him.
He'll
Anyway.
take a show on the road now. He real fast now. Don't do it to him now. He'll take a show on the road too fast.
Hey, I got my trash bag right there. I got to pick it up and go. And I'm at you.
Hey, look, and when you come down to the DMV, man, I gotta reach out to me, man. Like I'll be down here, man. Get you on this cane broccoli. You know what I'm
There we go.
I don't even go to the second floor. Hey, I don't even go to the second floor, dog. But here we go. We'll talk. All right, well, appreciate you, man. Let me get to Muhammad in here. Yes, sir.
Man. Blessings, y'all. Blessings.
Yes, sir. All right, we got Muhammad in the building, man. He said he got a lot to say, man. Appreciate you, donos, your support and your love, my brother. How you doing?
Get off your chest. Get off your chest, Muhammad. Get off your chest.
You ready? Action.
What's going on, Coach B12? What's going on? But I mean,
hold on. Can I say this before you get started, Muhammad?
Go ahead.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
That's all I'm gonna say. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Talk to me.
Exactly. So, I hear everybody talking about the quarterback situation. Me, frankly, I personally don't care. Like I told you, Coach, a while back, I'd rather go with Ja'Curry and fill out an all-star roster around him like we did in 2001 with Ken Dorsey. That's, what I would like. But until I'm gonna say it again, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
Until our head coach can prove he knows what the hell he's doing in a game, it honestly doesn't even matter what the roster is, because if you look at this playoff, you look at the championship games for all the divisions, they came down to close games. Close games where coaches had to scheme or their management, everything came up, and you have to be elite to be able to play with those with the 10 wins, 11 wins and on. You have to be elite at managing a game, managing the clock, knowing what to do. Until he can prove he can get better at it, I don't care who. It doesn't matter.
Damn.
What against Georgia Tech? Something you said. What's something great teams do, Coach V12? What's something great teams do? Win games they're not supposed to.
Right, find ways to win those games. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we did for a few games this year, but we lost because of the ineptitude of our head coach. That doesn't just disappear. That's not going anywhere. It's going to be the same shit next year unless he gets better. We're going to be sitting here on this post-game show on your calls, and I'm going to call in and be like, damn, he dropped another one. He dropped the ball on another one. So until he can prove he can get better, I mean, it really doesn't matter. Like, we can mask it with the better, talent, of course. You can mask it. But it's going to show up one way or another. So it's, he's got to get better. And that's all I got to say, Coach. That's all I got to say.
Listen,
I know my time's up. So I know I got to go.
No, you good, man. Listen, I'll say this, man. You got a great point, right?
Yeah.
But I guess I'll say this as a pushback. A lot of people say that Mario Cristobal will win games due to an abundance of talent, right? That's how he overcomes these things, not necessarily coaching, but flooding these rooms, these position group rooms or these unit rooms with talent.
Mm-hmm.
And it had, okay, no, I was gonna say, have you heard that? Have you heard that argument where it's not about, his whole thing is he just has a bunch of talent. That's why he does so well in recruiting, and that talent is going to win those games.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard that?
My rebuttal to that is Did Michigan this past year have any close games? Did Georgia have any close games this past year? I think they did, right? In that championship game, they lost against Alabama. And what about Michigan? Didn't they have any? They had close games this year, I'm pretty sure, correct?
I would assume so. I didn't watch all of their games. I can pull it up quickly while you're talking.
And now let me ask you this. Now let me ask that person this. Would you trust Mario Cristobal in those game day scenarios instead of John Harbaugh or Nick Saban?
Oh, God.
I would
I
not.
mean, it's a serious question. Just to those people who say that, you could have a 5-fucking-star roster, top to bottom. You're going to have close games. You're going to have close. This is just what it is. I mean, any given Saturday, any given Sunday, any given Friday, whatever game, whatever day it is, any given day, you're going to have close games. We are not going to have, with this new college football, another rebuttal to that, with this new college football, where players, if they don't play 1 year, they're gone. Good luck building a roster top to bottom that's going to be so stacked year in and year out. You're going to have an influx of 40, 30 players year in and year out now in this new college football. So how are you going to build stability like that? You got to know what to do. You got to know what to do with what you got. You got to know in the game day situations. I got 40 seconds, man, on this dead clock because there's not going to be a chance. You have to just know that.
And Muhammad, I'll say this to your point. To your point, I'll say this real quickly. The last 3 games, which were their closest games, Penn State 24-15, Maryland 31-24, and Ohio State 30-24. So 9 points, 7.6 points. But none of those 3 games were coached. No, but none of those were coached by Jim Harbaugh.
Right.
They were coached by Sharon Moore.
No,
I'm saying? So he better get a shot. I just want to put that out there. And then the Michigan-Alabama game was 7 points. So to your point.
That's my point.
Sure it is.
That's my point, is that assistant intern coach knew how to manage the game better than the guy that we have making $8 million a year. That's another one of my points, is it's that common sense that an intern from Michigan could fill the void. And in 7.6 points, you might be like, oh, that's a big lead. In college football, that's not a big lead. That's a close game.
That's close.
7 points, 8 points, 9 points in college football. In today's college football, with the way race offenses score, that's a close game.
Mm-hmm.
So this intern filled in and did an awesome job in those close games. I don't trust Mario. If that Mario Cristobal was in his position, I guarantee you they're dropping 1 or 2 of those games.
Damn.
Easily.
Tough.
They're going to drop 2 of those games, at least 1 minimum.
Y'all tough. All right, Muhammad.
I mean, just look at. I mean, I'm trying to be. I'm not trying to be bad. Like, look at the last 2 years. I never watched Mario before in Oregon, but just look at. I've watched him the last 2 years in person and on TV. Just look at the last 2 years. He's the joke of every college football broadcaster, and it's not even a hypothetical or something crazy. No. They made a commercial about the guy.
Sure did.
It's like, bro, you have to.
What commercial?
$8 million. You're practically the highest paid football coach in the state of Florida, and you freaking suck at managing the game. Goddamn.
Hold on, what commercial? I missed it. What commercial they made?
I told you that, Coach. I think it was they broadcast that. Yeah, it's college football. They played
playoffs. They didn't cover this, that, and the other. That's talking about Mario Cristobal.
Yeah, just take a knee. Just say, take. It could be a Dr. Pepper commercial. Yeah, it's. I said that last.
Oh yes, just take a knee.
Just take a knee.
Yes.
Just take a knee.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper. Yeah.
There was Dr. Pepper. That's why I don't drink that crap now. I drink cane juice. But if Dr. Pepper, if y'all like to go ahead and sponsor your boy, we can always make arrangements. No problem. But anyway, back to schedule program. Mm-hmm.
But that's just what it is, though, Coach V12. I know I'm being harsh on the guy, but this stuff.
Hey, dog, for $80 million. Hey, for $80 million, you can take the hugs and you can take the darts.
Football now is tough business. You're getting all this money pumped into the program. You're getting every amenity known to mankind that any coach at University of Miami, Jimmy Johnson, Larry Coker, you name it, has never come close to having those jewels at their hands. And what are you doing with it, Mario? What are you doing? You're embarrassing yourself. And then you go in the post game and you make it even worse, man. Like you coach horrible on game day, and the shit you say post game is even worse.
Wow. Well, Muhammad, let me go. Let me
How
get in.
How are you gonna blame the Georgia Tech game on one of your players? We preach two hands on the ball. What? Homie, what?
He said,
what
homie. He said, homie, what? Muhammad, I love you, bro.
I would have been, if I was a reporter, they would have threw me out. They would have canceled they would have been like, nah, man, you can never come back here again. I would have been like, bro, what are you talking about?
Oh, great
That's
points.
funny.
That's all I gotta say. So until this guy can prove
great points,
he knows. I don't know what he's gonna have to do. I really don't. That's something that you would have to tell me, Coach. You've been a coach. How is this guy gonna get better on game days? How does he get better at it? I don't know. What does he have to do?
That's
what he has to do.
Yeah, we'll chop
Whatever
it up
is,
and we'll talk
whatever
about
he
it.
has.
Yeah, you got to be a forward thinker.
come
You
up
have to. It's like playing pool. You got to be a shot. One thing about football, I'll just say this quickly, Mom, and I'm gonna run. It's like playing the game of pool. You're not when I may be shooting on the 7 ball, but I'm already thinking about the 8 ball. Well, maybe that's the wrong way to say it, but you know what I mean. I'm thinking about, I'm shooting on this ball here to make the pocket, but I'm thinking about how to set up the cue ball so I can make the next shot and the next shot, right? If you play pool and you play shot for shot, you're going to always be in bad shape. So that's why you have to learn how to use English on the ball and know how to bring the ball back to you, or you spin it off the rail, or all those different. And football is the same way. You have to be able to anticipate and be proactive in the game. That's how you get ahead of stuff. And that's just what it is. You can't be reactive as a coach. You got to be proactive. And once you see the scenarios, then you react to those. But anyway, let me push on, man. I got to go. We got the last 2 in here. And we'll
I
make it happen.
appreciate it. You guys have a great day. Have a great show. V12. Love talking to you guys already.
Anytime.
Go Canes, and have a great show.
Thanks, man. We got about 7 more hours on here because I know E. Brown gonna bloviate.
Yeah, let me just read this out. Martin Quinn said Harbaugh took 9 years to win a natty. They wanted him fired many times after losing to Ohio State. Listen, we can't compare Harbaugh to what's going on right now with Mario. Harbaugh showed a lot of improvement. He showed a lot of improvement since he's been there that time, around that time, the 9 years or how long he's been there. And for the past 3 years, he's been in contention for the national championship. So it's not even close. So let's not compare Harbaugh to what Mario got going on. They're totally different, 2 totally different people, 2 totally different coaches. And Harbaugh is a way better coach than Mario. Point blank, he stands up for his players, and he also steals signals. So listen, we got to make sure we know what's going on.
So can I say this? Because this is what I want people to understand. We're not talking about national championships here, dog. Put that comment back up for me, 12. We're not talking natties. We're talking, hold on, because Michigan, first year he goes and takes over, right? 10-3. 10-3 the next year. 8-5. They want him fired. They want him fired because he can't beat the rival. No one here is arguing that we want Mario Cristobal fired because he can't beat Florida State. That is not the argument. Just like the people at Ohio State want Ryan Day fired because he couldn't beat Michigan. The man's record is like 57-6 or 56-7. If we were up here, he's 56-7, and we want him fired because he couldn't beat the rival. It's a little extreme. I get it. It's fandom. But the man is 10-3, 10-3, 8-5, 10-3, 9-4. COVID year was 2-4, 12-2, 13-1, 15-0. You tell me in that 9-year period where they had a bad season besides COVID year of 2-4.
Right. So
you
everyone, please. Yes, stop. Please stop comparing
it.
Harbaugh. There's no comparison, and we have to stop normalizing foolishness. Okay, there's no comparison, right? 9 years to win a championship. Yes, we talking about right now. We're not even successful, Kane fans. That's the difference. We used to be the Michigan fans where we lost 1 or 2 games, we would go hysterical.
We talking about again, Georgia Tech. Did your mic go out? Or is that me?
No, I'm here. You
No,
can
you
you hear
good.
me?
Hey.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, so we got to
so I
stop.
hear that. Yeah, I got you. I saw that earlier, and I kind of just let it go by, but you brought it up, so I said I got to go in, and I'm trying to do better in 2024 of not just attacking, right? Try not to. I'm trying not to do that. 3rd-degree-7, what's up? I'm trying to be a guy, but some of the stuff we're just talking because you're looking at surface level and you're not digging. You're just looking at the surface level of what you think. It took 9 years, and you're comparing it to a natty. And none of us are here talking about natties. We're
We're not
talking
even there.
about beating.
Yes.
We're not even talking about conference titles. We're talking about having a respectable record.
Respectable record. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. We have to start being level-headed, and we Muhammad brought up great points. We have to start being level-headed. Guess what I think Saban should do, coach, to answer Muhammad's question? He needs to open up a coaching clinic for coaches like Mario and bring them down there.
No, I got a better one. The coaching retreat, and you make them stay there for 6 weeks, like going through Navy SEAL training or something. I don't know. I'm just talking out of line. And you put them through drills, and you take your headset and you show them how to throw it down properly. And you take a clipboard and you show them how to break it across a dude's head. And then you take a playbook and you show them how to read it. And then you drill a bunch of scenarios. How about that? I'm just saying. I'm just being an idiot about it. But to your point, we got to be careful when we make comparisons to where we are, and we want to talk about the upper echelon of college football.
Yeah.
Like even Ohio State. We can't be in the same comparison. Their losses come to Michigan in the game. Week 12, rivalry week. Just so happened their rival is pretty damn good.
Absolutely.
But guess what? Jim Harbaugh, on the flip side of that, was catching that flack his first 3 years with Ryan Day and with Urban Meyer and so forth. Hell, he was one stop away from winning it one time earlier. Correct. I think the ref hit the man or something like that. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let me get these guys in so we can get up out of here, man. We got Meet the Browns in the building. We had Get Down on here earlier. I got the loquacious E. Brown. Talk to me.
Coach.
No, it ain't
Unc,
Coach.
where you at, man?
And you and Unc got it. We're just gonna be here for a few minutes.
Man, hey, listen, I'm here, and I'm about to explode, man. I'm about to explode listening. I'm about to explode listening to these University of Miami fans who are so freaking delusional. These are the same fans, nephew. These are the same fans who a year and a half ago were, we need Mario. We need Mario. We need Alonzo. We need Alonzo. We have Mario and Alonzo. They're trying to build a football team. And all of these Madden 900 football fans are upset because these guys are building a football team. And we know we're building a football team because 2 years ago, we lost to Middle Tennessee freaking State. That's the football team that we had on the football field, gentlemen. We had a team on the football field that lost to Middle Tennessee State. And we want to talk about winning 10 games, 9 games. Heck, we won 5 games the first year. We won 7 games this past year. What the heck do you guys expect when we don't have a team? We lost a couple of players this year, went to play a bowl game, and we couldn't even compete with freaking Rutgers because we don't have a team. We don't have that team built yet.
You guys wanted Lonzo. You guys wanted Mario. You guys wanted Alonzo.
That boy must have fought.
You guys wanted Mario. We have them. Now you won't give them an opportunity to build a freaking team the way these guys are trying to build a team. The man is recruiting like crazy. All right? The man's recruiting like crazy. What the heck do you guys want? Hey, nephew, these are the same guys. These are the same fans who think that a freaking microwave is too freaking slow. They think a microwave is too damn slow. And they're making me cuss that, nephew. Because I know you in the, you know. It's all right, Go, hey, get it out. Get it out. Listen. They brought a quarterback in to build up the quarterback room, where we had at one time we had Kelly, Testaverde, Rick, and Kozar on the same team.
Excuse me, hold on. Can we pause for a second? I'm sorry.
There were three of those guys.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again.
You went back 40 years, dog. Come on, stop.
Hey, listen. Hey, winning and competition doesn't matter what decade, what era you put it in. It always equals the same. Winning, it equals the same. I don't care when it happens. You got Kelly, Testaverde, you had Rick and Kozar on the same football team. Three of those guys competed for the Heisman Trophy and won one.
Good stuff.
When Jimmy Johnson took over, that was in 1980. That was 83, 84, 85, and 86.
I was 5, 6, and 7. I was 5, 6, and 7. 12. We were trying to learn how to color in the lines, dog.
That's when I fell in love with the Canes. Go ahead, you got it. And listen, and then when Jimmy Johnson came in, Jimmy Johnson brought in Erickson, he brought in Walsh and Toretta. All three of those guys competed for the Heisman Trophy because they competed on the practice field. One of the guys won the Heisman. What the heck is wrong with you guys, man? What the heck is wrong with you guys talking about the kid coming in to build up the competitiveness on the football field for the quarterbacks on the football field? You guys wanted Mario and you wanted Alonzo to come in here and build a powerhouse football team. The guys are trying to do it. And what are you guys talking about? You're talking about Cam Ward or mercenary. You can't build a team with mercenaries. You gotta build from the ground up. You gotta recruit. You gotta bring these guys in. You gotta let them coach up. You don't understand. We were losing to freaking Tennessee State. We couldn't compete with Toledo. We were losing to Louisiana State. You guys act like we were competing against Ohio State and Alabama all those years. We went and played those teams and we lost 40-0.
I tell you what, though, if Mario does,
go ahead,
E. Brown, I tell you what, if UM does lose to Tennessee State, he will definitely get fired.
Hold on, get down. Go ahead. Go ahead, 12. Go ahead, 12.
No, E. Brown said that you lost to Tennessee State. I tell you what, if Mario loses to Tennessee State, every player, he would definitely get fired.
Yeah, listen, something just a non-negotiables, right? Something is just non-negotiable. And he also said Louisiana State, which is LSU, but I know you meant La Tech. I know what you meant.
Right? No,
I know what you meant. I know what you meant. Somebody in the chat, man.
That's all. I'm messing with Unc.
No. But I'm saying, but Louisiana State, La Tech.
Right, La Tech.
Let me say this to you, Ebro. Let me say this to you.
We lost to Louisiana Tech, bro. I don't know. Who were they? The Red Chili Peppers. That's who we lost to, bro. That's who we were losing to. We were losing to teams called the Red Chili Peppers and the Blue Mustangs. And everybody's in here talking about how bad of a coach Mario is. Hey, listen, that team in Oregon, is stacked. It was stacked. Lanning came in the last 2 years and he was winning with a team that was built by who? The guy who's here trying to build a team now. If you microwave delusional University of Miami fans will give Alonzo and Mario the opportunity
to build a team the way you guys wanted them to do about a year and a half ago. Everybody was clamoring about Mario and Alonso. They're here doing the job, but you guys still not satisfied. Let me get off my soapbox, man, because you guys are making me about to wreck my car. Don't do it, man.
Get down. Anything you like to say?
Oh, yeah, you know what? In the famous words, thanks, Coach. In the famous words of my uncle, we're not gonna put lipstick on a pig, and that's a great statement, man. And we're not gonna get that pig with lipstick on a cigarette. And exactly. In closing, on this great hurricane platform that you and 12 got going on tonight, man. I think we can agree and not disagree. We want our Hurricanes to get back to 1983, 87, 91, 2001, and 1989 when every Rice won a championship. Glenn Rice won a championship in 89. Tony Rice won a championship in 89. So those years that I call 83, 87, 89, 91, 2001, it's been a long time. And we still love the guys with the U on the helmets. Not talking about the Indianapolis Colts. I'm talking about the Hurricanes.
Yes,
so
sir.
We've seen it all. You can't come in with the plate 12 with the silver top on it and the sign outside say Red Lobster, and you give me a radish burger when you take it off. I'm going to be just like Coach on Christmas when you give me that old sweater that they got in the dollar store window that's got dust on it that they took off the mannequin. What we want, man, we want that 6th national title. Are we close there? No. I agree with E. Brown. Do we want to get back there? Yes, we do. Has it been a long, frustrating ride? Yes, it has. Have we had good times? Yes, we have. And, man, we got the greatest greats. Every Sunday in the NFL, it's a Hurricane going in the end zone. No other university can say that. In 2001, our average margin of victory was 33.5 points in every game, the greatest college football team of all times. The late, great John Madden said that 2001 Hurricane team would have beat 3 or 4 AFC NFL football teams that year. That's how good it was. We had a quarterback that I call Reese's Pieces, this new guy, Ken Dorsey 2.0. When Ken Dorsey came in with them black cleats, he didn't look like he knew how to do anything. Lost his opening game at Washington, and the rest was history. So, man.
Couldn't throw 10 yards. Couldn't throw the ball 10 yards on a spiral.
He looked at frail.
Couldn't throw
when
10
he walked in. When he walked in, he didn't even look like the water boy. He looked like the guy that put the Kool-Aid in the Kool-Aid. Huh? So, guys, in my closing, man, I want what everybody else wants. Muhammad, Coach, 12, my uncle E. Brown, the Oracle. I wanted to hear from her tonight, but I didn't. Miss Wilcox. We want our Hurricanes to win again and be respectful. That no good for so good can be playing in the background. What you know about the Miami boys? Hurricanes, balling boy. And I'm passing the mic, Coach.
And that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen if we're going to go out doing the mercenary thing, going out and finding a Cam Ward here and a Cohen here and that the center who left here. We're not gonna have a football team that way, man. We'll be in that scrub hub every year looking for players if we do it that way. We got to build this freaking thing up, man. You got to build a thing up. You got to teach these kids how to win. You can't keep going out every year looking for a quarterback when you got 4 quarterbacks. You got 4 quarterbacks. For the last 5 years, we've had 5 quarterbacks on our team. This year, we lost 2 of our quarterbacks. Going into the bowl game, we were scrambling around like chickens with our head cut off, looking for somebody to fill in, hoping that Curry doesn't transfer.
All right, hold on.
You got to build up.
You gotta build up your pool, man. You gotta build up your stock. You gotta build it up.
Hold up, Ebron. I done let you vacillate, bloviate, pontificate, and I'm tired. Because I hear all that talking, but I don't hear no message. I hear all that talking, but you ain't delivering a message. No. Hold up. We got to talk about teaching people how to win. When you teach them how to win, by example, take a damn knee. First of all, that's 8 games here. You teach them how to win by scoring an offensive touchdown against North Carolina State. When they let other trash teams that will blow out the water, they score a touchdown against North Carolina State. If we score a touchdown in modern day football, the score was 20-6. In modern day football, we couldn't score a touchdown. This is our second year in a row. In one of our games, we have not scored an offensive touchdowns, but with 2 different coordinators. Against Virginia with what's my man's name?
Gaddis.
What's his name? Come on, help me out. 12, you sleep over there.
Gaddis. I said Gaddis.
With Gaddis, we didn't score against Virginia. We kicked field goals. No, I'm saying we kicked field goals to win the overtime. Yeah, and then this year we go with Shannon Dawson. We don't score a touchdown in modern day football with the forward pass. We don't score a touchdown against doggone North Carolina State. Let's just say North Carolina State, we go in there win that game. That's 9 wins. You go in your bowl game, you win 10. Looks way different than 7-6. And this is where coaching comes in. I get it. But
Thank you for saying that.
I know, but this is where coaching
that's where coaching come in.
Athletes do take a good percentage of wins and losses, fumbles, and that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, there's some coaching that has to take place. I hear it. Oh, well, we still want to blame Manny. Manny done messed around and went to another team, had them in the top 6, blah, 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 and found him a head coach job that's right in the path of us having to go ahead and win the title. Well, guess what's funny? He took over for Mike Elko. He came in his first year and had already been promoted to Texas A&M off of a Duke team. He comes win 8 games. He already been. You can't tell me Texas A&M is not a promotion. Promoted, bigger money, bigger salary, bigger resources to a Texas A&M team and Mike Elko, and he was a first time and first year head coach and whooped out behind.
Coach,
Hey,
Coach, not
Coach,
to disrespect you on your show.
let me get Coach.
You blow me in big time right now.
Give me a second. Give me a second,
Because
fellas.
when they talked about Michigan's win-loss record, you brought that up.
You hear me?
Duke was a better team than the University of Miami in the last 3 years. Duke was a better football team.
Negative.
With better football players.
Negative.
In the last 3 years at the University of Miami.
Negative.
They beat us each year, Coach.
That don't mean they have better players.
In the last 3 years, how many times did we beat Duke in the last 3 years?
That don't mean we have better players.
How many times did we beat?
I highly disagree with that. I highly disagree that they had better players. I think they had better coaching.
We had better players. Okay, we had better players. But in the last 3 to 4 years, Duke has taken us to the woodshed and beat us.
Because they had better coaching.
The last 3 to 4 years.
They had better coaching. Bro, we actually lose a game to Georgia Tech, whose defensive coordinator was his very first game. You talk about a major distraction. You fire your DC right before you play us, and y'all still find a way to win the game.
Coaching matters.
Coaching matters. And it goes back to coaching. It goes back to discipline, because we were not only were we a team where we were void of talent. Talent that could be put together to win a football game. We were also an undisciplined football team. We were a team that didn't utilize our talents in the right places.
Hold on,
all that stuff goes back to
bro. I'm not to cut you off.
All of that goes back to coaching.
It does go back. And the same thing goes back to Jacoby George, who's out there acting like a straight donkey, and we don't take him off the field. So how much culture changing is really going on, or is that all smoke and mirrors? Because let's be real.
Who you were going to replace him with?
It don't
Who
matter.
you going to replace him
matter.
with?
It's a
It don't
bowl
matter.
game. You get your head knocked off anyway. You could have grabbed a shorty out the stand. Why don't you go grab a man out the stand that be in full uniform? Hell, give him an opportunity. But what difference does it make if that dude is killing your program? You understand? Do you want to die by the front side of the sword or the back side? It's gonna cut you either way.
Well, that's an excellent point. You know what? I'm going to concede that one. That's an excellent point.
Thank you, brother.
That's
I
an
try my
excellent
best.
point.
But
I
V12 want to
gotta
make
concede
something.
that.
But
No, I was
V12
talking.
I agree with you.
And
okay,
I know
V12
Snoop.
wanna say-
Snoop the Menace said Mario isn't the answer. He's terrible on the field and he ruins QBs. So there you have it. You know, from a Florida State fan, looking objectively at the U program. What you think, Coach?
I don't know. I mean, that they could make a point. They could make a point that, but he took that kid Brown from Boston College and brought him over to Oregon before he left, and they won. They competed. They were competing for the national championship. Correct? Am I right or wrong about that?
He
brought that kid He brought that kid Brown, who played with Boston College. The last 2 years of Mario's time,
he was terrible.
The quarterback that came from Boston College that went to Oregon, he had the team. They beat Ohio State with that guy.
Okay, and
what do you mean?
You talking about the black dude that they had there? That's what you talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what they beat? Okay, they beat Ohio State just like we beat Texas A&M. Great, no problem. I get it. Great win, right? I get that.
But they were competing for the national championship that year, though, Coach.
Who?
With that same quarterback.
Oregon.
They were in the top 10 competing for the national championship that year.
Hold on, dog. I ain't even taught it now. Hold on. Pull this out. I mean, maybe I'm
What
off.
year?
No, sir. No, sir.
They lost to
I
Utah.
think Utah was the one that
they got knocked
team
out.
that beat them.
Yeah,
twice,
they got knocked out.
That
twice.
caused
They
them
got-
to.
twice in a row, 2 years in a row.
Yeah, they got, and that's what we're talking about. What you
Yeah.
saw right there is exactly what people talk about. That's what happens with Coach Cristobal. He drops a game, and he drops them at the most inopportune time. That's what we're talking. That is the MO of Mario Cristobal. The MO of Coach
But
Cristobal.
Coach, Utah was a top 5 football team.
It doesn't
What are you
matter.
talking about?
Exactly. But you don't win the games that you're supposed to win, that you can win. Let me look at Cristobal right here. Hold on. He was
But you
10
made the argument that Harbaugh at Michigan lost, but his losses was attributed to the fact that they were losses against Ohio State and some of the top tier teams. So if you lose to a top tier team,
we're not talking
lose to
about
a top tier
but I'm not
team,
even but Ebron, I'm not talking about his tenure at Oregon. We're talking about you are now in year 3. And what we're saying is if you're this guy, right? If you're this guy, then guess what, dog? Like implement this stuff. Like I hate the fact that people paint this narrative. Oh my God, Miami was so terrible that no, dog. We still had, guess what? Everybody playing James Williams and Cam Kitchens and all them players that came off of Manny's staff. We kept TVD.
we gotta live with the ugly, man. We gotta live with the ugly. We've been doing so for 21 years. We might as well do it some more.
No, sir.
The ugly is that we had a horrible football team in the last 4 to 5 years. Our football team was horrible. It was horrible.
How was it horrible?
We
were winning 7 games on average.
We couldn't beat Appalachian State. We had to go up to Appalachian State and hope that we won the freaking game.
But we won it though.
That's where we were.
We was in Columbia. We kicked the field goal to win it. But here's the funny thing. We dropped one to FIU. We dropped one to La Tech. I get that. But the same thing is happening now, bro. I'm looking at a replica of what's happening, believe it or not. Right as of right now. If I look at these 2 years, and many 5-7. What are you talking about?
I'll concede that fact. But what I want to do, I'm not, and I don't want to get anybody to misinterpret what I'm talking about. I don't want you to think that I'm condoning the losses and that we've accumulated since Mario's been here.
I got you.
But what I want to say is that 99% of us wanted Mario and Alonzo Highsmith to come in onto the football team.
I agree.
Those guys are here now.
Those
guys are here now. Those guys are building the football team. We've had the last 2 years, we've been in the top 10 with recruiting. That's what you guys wanted. All of you guys wanted that out there who's listening to me right now. That's what you wanted.
Yep.
Okay? And now that they're doing that, now it's too slow for you, or it's not enough for you.
It's not enough.
All I'm saying is if you want them to field a team like that Georgia team who lost a couple of players, and then they fielded the team against Florida State and whooped the you know what out of them 63-3.
Mm-hmm.
If you want them to build a team like that, then you got to give them time to do that.
Oh, man.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen overnight.
Bro, I'm just asking not to lose to Middle Tennessee State. Am I asking too much? Not to lose the Middle Tennessee State.
I agree with you. I agree with the Middle Tennessee State law.
Am I asking?
Horrible.
Hold on, but here's what I'm saying. I'm not asking that we beat North Carolina, which I think we should, but I'm asking not to lose to those teams. Take a goddamn knee. Like stop dropping games that are in your control. Brother, I love y'all to death. We got to get ready to roll up out of here. Let me get this last dono because I got to give my man some love right here.
Hey, nephew, I'm sorry about that, nephew. I mean, you. Oh no, we're good. We're good. Thanks, coach. You good?
Nah, we good. Let me see real quick. CW says Bama has been hurt. Oh Lord, I thought I read that already. Shout out to my man right here, Winston. What's up with you, baby? $4.99. Drop me some support, coach. Keep up the great content. Thanks, Winston, man. As always, we got to chop it up, man. Happy New Year to you. Hope the family is fine. And we'll do this, man. We'll chop it up. I may come on tomorrow. I got to take care of some things. We could talk about the whole Nick Saban or whatever the case may be, man, whatever's out there. But like I say,
love it.
We got some things going on, and we'll definitely see what's up. Great conversation as always. 12. Straighten your glasses, dog. You ready?
Always go Canes, yeah.
As always, baby. It's always about the you, man. My dog out here, man. Hey, much love, peace, love, and hair grease. We about this thing, and Coach Hayes will catch you at the 50-yard line. With that being said, peace. 12. Pass me my cane juice, 12. Anybody got time for this? What you talking about? And E Brown up here dropping applesauce on his doggone shirt. Hey, get down. Get down.
Yeah.
Man, what E Brown talking about, man? He over there tripping. That boy had the oxygen too high, but that boy had that high.
Well, he popped. He popped off, man.
E Brown let one off. E Brown let one off, didn't he, coach?
Man.
That boy 5-1 and let the window down. Bzzz. I said, that boy E Brown loose, boy. Anyway, we out here, y'all. Peace. Hey.
All right.
Nah, you good. You good, Brown. Hold on. Is it in the stream yet? I ain't in the stream.